Hey everybody, welcome to Froggy Socks. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes only. Just going to do a Twitter space call real quick, talk about some AMC stuff, box offices, a little bit of Redbox. Just going to have a little space call because our boy Froggy Styles doesn't seem to be on today. He's probably taking a break. So I thought I would entertain everyone. Hello everyone. Set up all this stuff on my table. Please come up. Feel free to come up and speak. It's an open call. It's just a little jam session. Since Froggy Styles, I think, is taking a break today. I don't see his space up, so. I'm drinking coffee. What's up, Z Werewolf? What's up, Paul Jung? How y'all doing? Getting Fidelity notifications. Jeez. Fidelity acts like I don't know what's in my account all day. Like, just leave me alone. What a day, though. What a day. What a quarter so far. Box office is absolutely smashing. It's looking like 900 million for Multiverse of Madness. I think we're pushing over 600 million for Top Gun. I think it's closer to 700. 378 million worldwide over the weekend for Jurassic World Dominion. Rawr. And Lightyear's coming out. I'm a bit disappointed though. AMC missed out on a huge capitalization with Lightyear. They could have made Lightyear Spaceman helmets that you could put popcorn in, which would have been perfect for us.
Either that or a toy. Like, think about McDonald's Happy Meal style. Like, have a toy that could come with a kid's popcorn and soda or something like that.
Absolutely. That's a good idea. Like a kid's meal at the theater with a toy. Like the nuggies, a drink, and a small candy or popcorn with a toy in it. Kids would be like, "Mom, I want to go to the movies instead of McDonald's." That's a good idea, man. You should DM Adam Aaron about that.
Yeah, he doesn't follow me for whatever reason. I'm like you, so I can send it to him though.
It's because you're a GME, Maxie. He sees your pirate flag. He knows what you're about.
Just market reform. No big deal.
He can't be associated with pirates.
Arr, Spence!
Yarr!
That idea is fantastic.
That's what I'm saying.
I just like movies that are rated R.
That's the first time I heard that scurvy little thing.
Hey, Spence, what's going on, man?
Yo!
Hey, can you shed some light on that Trey's tweet a little bit ago about the 30 million that got returned?
Yeah, it looks like some people were talking about maybe somebody did a share recall today. I don't have any proof of that. But if one of the lenders came out, let's say let me pull up Intel real quick. Let's find somebody with 30 million shares.
The only thing that I could see that being related to is maybe like State Street or one of those big players doing their rebalancing because of the move from IWM to, what is it, IWM? I can't remember what it is.
The 1000?
Russell 1000. Yeah, so 2000.
That's a good point, Swing. When does the rebalancing happens this month, doesn't it? Is it this month?
Yeah, I think it's by month end.
Yeah. Every Friday they should be rebalancing because Highcroft's joining the 3000, which is a pretty good thing. So let's see. I mean, 30 million shares. That makes sense if it is something to do with the rebalancing swing because there's not many institutional holders. that have over, 10, 15 million shares.
I was going to say June 24th is the date for the Russell indexes to be finalized.
Yeah, right, that's correct. Yes. That makes a lot of sense, Swing. Okay. I'll go with that theory. I almost just went to the movies today because I got bored of being right all day about Redbox. Anyways, what is going on?
When do you think that's going to switch over to the chicken soup?
It could happen anytime from today to the end of the year.
Dude, I'm so glad I listened to the other week because I was about to jump in on that play. But, I already got burned on a couple others.
I just hope there's people that have been in this community for a while that were seriously disagreeing with me today and yesterday. And I was like, man, just if you got in anywhere from 2 to 10, I really hope you took profits early this morning or yesterday. Because here's what people are not understanding. It's driving me crazy. When Chicken Soup finalizes the deal to buy out Redbox, for every 1 share of Redbox you own, you're going to get 0.087 of a share of Chicken Soup, which is less than 70 cents a share right now at that fractionality. So people who think this thing's going to run to 100 and they're going to hold and hold and hold, they're going to end up with shitty Chicken Soup shares that are worth less than $1. And they just don't get it, man. And it's in part because these YouTubers like me, well, not like me. I'm not a popular YouTuber. I only have a tiny following. But these big YouTubers get in and they're like, short interest is 280%. Oh my God, this thing's going to go crazy. But they don't talk about the contract language in the buyout. So people come out with a bunch of hopium. If you got in and made money, good for you. I don't want to see Redbox in the dirt personally. I would like to see them survive and be a better company. But the reality of it is nobody uses Redboxes anymore. They're $325 million in debt, and the contract language for the buyout is on every freaking news article out there. People just need to read, man. But I know a couple people chase this thing, man, and it sucks. It's one stock you don't want to be a bag holder on because there's no fundamental value in it.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that return. I'm going to step down. Thank you.
Cool, man. You can stay up if you want. You ain't got to drop down.
No, it's cool, man. It's cool. Other people probably want to jump up too. And anyway, thanks.
So, yeah, we got a killer box office for Q2. We still have, 14 days or so left in June. June 30th is the end of Q2 reporting period. So August 10th, we're going to hear some pretty phenomenal news on our revenues. But here's what's interesting with AMC. On July 17th, the $145 strike on the call options has 137,000 open interest on it. And I was talking to Swing earlier and a couple other people, and I was saying, man, that's a lot for retail who's supposedly been not playing options as much on meme stocks. I think it was JP Morgan or Chase or JP Morgan or Goldman had come out with an analysis saying that there was a 70% reduction in options plays by retail. So Swing was saying in the chat, he's like, man, it sounds like somebody is hedging. And I completely agree with that. I think the 145 July 17th calls is institutions hedging against what's going to be a run, which I'm guessing by August, if you look at the monthly chart on AMC, the MACD is lining up to finally start coming back up into green territory. We got maybe a couple bars of red, but it's going to start tapering down and we're going to come back up into green. And I'm hoping then with the earnings we're going to have come out for Q2, Q3, and Q4, maybe we'll get back to a fundamental value of like $30, especially with a credit card and popcorn coming out. So Oh man. But yeah, what's going on with everybody else? What you up to, Viper? Are you working or?
Just going on my way home now. I bought my big share today of AMC and 3 shares of HYMC. I had 15 extra bucks in my pocket, so I figured I'd buy some today. As I'm going to start buying on a regular basis now.
Taxi.
1 share here, 1 share there.
I mean, that's
my 10 shares I have.
right now through the next month, man. I'd say it's a good plan because I mean, we all see what's happening in the market. I think the SPY has some more downside to it. Is Jerome Powell tomorrow? The rate hike tomorrow?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
I think the market's priced in for a 75-point hike, but I think they might come out and announce 100. Might see some blood.
I got shot down a couple times when I said that today. I said I think it's going to go right to 100. They're going to get right away from the 75. It's getting out of control.
I think they have to. I think they don't have a choice.
Yeah. Then they have a choice. Next time they can go 50 or they can go 75.
I think they should have went harder at the beginning of the year. I think they were trying to do lighter point rate hikes because they didn't want people to panic in the market. So
I think they're thinking the same thing now.
yeah. Oh, something really important. Apparently the McRib is out at McDonald's, so there's that.
That's a big buy.
Yeah. I think I'm not long on McRib though. I think I'm short McRib.
Hey, someone was saying that they're shorting gold and silver. Did you hear that?
Oh, I guarantee you they're shorting the crap out of gold and silver, dude.
I'm sure they are. Actually, apparently 20 shipping containers of gold and silver ore got stolen in Mexico like earlier today or yesterday.
How do you steal 20 containers?
20 shipping containers for gold, silver ore, and TVs, apparently.
Come on.
It was Dominic. It was Dominic Toretto and company.
Yeah.
I don't know, boss. They were here a second ago.
Hey, where did the shipping containers go? What shipping containers?
Yeah, you better believe the cartel's involved in that shit or something.
Yeah.
Anything shady going down in Mexico, it's like, yeah.
Bro, imagine this. You're in Mexico, you rip off 2 containers full of gold and silver, you shoot over to Venezuela, you call Putin and you're like, hey bro, can I buy like 80,000 barrels of oil? And then you come back over the border and sell them to America for twice the price. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. The world's a crazy place.
It's getting there. We're doing pretty good, though. You really think we'll only be at 30 by August? You don't think we'll be higher than that?
I'm just doing fundamental value of what I think we should be at fundamentally. I don't want to do any squeeze price scenarios. Here's how I keep my wits about me, man. I'm only thinking about getting AMC back to fundamental value right now because I know it's going to lure in big time institutional investors. And if we do squeeze, then it's going to be twice as awesome because I'm expecting it, but I'm not wishing for it. You know what I mean?
I get you. Yeah. I mean, I just see that crypto dropping. I gotta assume that something's going on with that.
I'll tell you what, man. I bought $100 worth of SHIB today, and I got 12 million Shiba Inu coins now. So I'm just gonna forget about it. And one day when it goes back up to 0.00087, then I'll have a nice little vacation paycheck.
You must have a nice paycheck now. So you bought what 600 shares of AMC?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm moving property stuff around though. I've had some properties that I've rented and whatnot, and I'm getting tired of dealing with. Obviously, it's not necessarily totally their fault, but even as I've been dropping rent for my tenants through this entire thing, as everybody else has been raising it, yeah, I dropped my tenants' rent like $400. So, he could kind of catch back up and get on his feet because of all the extreme costs of fuel and such. But then a couple of them just decided they weren't going to pay me. So I'm like, all right, no, if you guys are going to take advantage of me, I'm done, get out, all that. So I'm just kind of moving property money around and whatnot. And right now, man, AMC and GameStop and everything looks so delicious in the market to buy right now. I think it's a better investment. Because the housing market, I think going forward for the next year, sales are going to drop off. I mean, sales are already dropping off, but they're going to drop off hard. So, oh, I'm freezing.
Yeah, the mortgage-backed security market is not looking good. So if no one's buying the mortgages, that means rates go up, which means prices go down.
Yeah.
And yep, the whole thing comes unwinding really quick.
Reverse repo just keeps hitting all new time highs every day. It's crazy.
It's because all the money's gone, man. China sucked all the money. All these foreign investments, these banks and hedge funds made into Russia and China, and all the insanity they were doing during the bull market, all that money's gone. Evergrande's gone, man. Zero. No assets either. No assets to be taken over. All the buildings they built were just shells. Like paper mache buildings, man. It's terrible. See, Jen just popped up in here.
Has anyone else seen a bunch of McDonald's ads scrolling through Twitter? They're like, come work for us amongst all the stock news. I'm like,
Yes, the McRib is back out. And as soon as Tara tweeted about the McRib, McDonald's ads hit my feed.
Have you guys tried that McRib or whatever it's called?
I think it's disgusting, personally.
Yeah, I don't eat McDonald's and shit, but
I'd rather have 6 chicken nuggets aligned on a burger bun with barbecue sauce all over it.
dude, I'd rather just eat Impossible Nuggets.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, those are good, and they kind of taste like chicken too. And you got the right sauce, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Healthier for you as well.
The AMC buffalo sauce slaps, man. Like, it hurt me a little bit.
Did you also hear Coinbase just laid off like 1,100 people? 18% of their staff.
AKA, we laid off 1,100 people. AKA, they quit and ran away.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because they're all broke now.
They're like, oh crap, we don't have enough to pay them their salaries. Bye.
They have no money. These crypto people who are, staking crypto and giving wild returns to people, and it got out of hand really quick. Now everybody that was in crypto that was screaming for deregulation and decentralization is like, we need regulation. All my money's gone. I mean, the Bogdanov videos have been online for like 2 years, man. And I've been trying to warn people. I'm like, watch these cartoons, these meme style cartoons on YouTube, because they will teach you what's going to happen to you if you don't play the crypto market right. Which sucks, man. I hate seeing people lose freaking money, man. The Luna thing. I mean, after Luna, if you went into Luna 2.0, you probably just need to stop doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, the Binance thing, there's literally a low budget films video out there called Funds Are Safe. And if you haven't watched that yet, I highly recommend going to YouTube, type in Funds Are Safe, and they're literally making fun of Binance for not letting people withdraw their money until the far off future past like 3064, and they get into like heat death of the universe, and the only thing left is the Binance server with the dude still saying your funds are safe. It's hilarious. Holy cow, there's a ton of people in here. We didn't even ask anybody to tweet out the call. If you can, please tweet out the call.
Spence, I did twice already now, so. But yes, if you're coming in the room, please tweet out the call. Thank you very much.
Yup. Rent's going up. Housing costs, mortgages, interest rates are going up. Everybody in my neighborhood is complaining like just drastically about their rent increases. Our rent has went up over $800 in the past year and a half. So September, my lease is up and I need to get on the house build that I want to do out here in the mountains. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move back home to Michigan for 4 months in my house in Michigan, which my house in Michigan I got at the right time. I only paid $375 a month for that on the river. So I'm going to go home for 4 or 5 months. So if you see me streaming Riverside, don't panic. I will be operating out of Michigan.
Sweetness.
Yep. I'll make sure to stop through Grand Rapids for sure.
Oh, you better. You better. Better, Spence. Holding you to it. Wait, when are you planning to come back? You said in a month or soon or?
Probably, I'll have to leave here September.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I was going to drive home in June
That's
until
Someone
gas hit $5 a
Shivinu, what about Dogecoin Mars? I got like 120 million in Dogecoin, and I've been holding it for a half a year now.
What's the price action sitting at?
Man, I have to go back and look. Right.
What's
quick.
it tied to? What is it? It's a token, I assume. Is it on Ethereum or?
Yes. That I'm not familiar with all this crypto stuff, guys. I just jumped on the bandwagon. It's at 0.00000028. Yeah, it's at 277 is where it's at right now.
You mind if I ask how much you put into it?
Oh man, not much at all. Probably like $50. Or
I just
actually 33.97 is where it's valued at right now. Let me go back and look.
I just let it sit, man. Maybe you'll get lucky and get a big
40.
old. You'll get a big old pump one day in the future. I just let that sit.
Oh yeah. Actually, I have put in 25. That's 50. That's 100. Probably about like $140.
If it's not gonna hurt you to just leave it in there.
Nah, that's not gonna hurt me at all.
I've heard of that one being pretty popular in the past. I don't invest in any of these tokens, more or less, besides SHIB.
Correct.
I know a lot of people were chasing Safe Moon and all these other tokens. I try not to do that, but you never know when those things are just gonna pump. And crypto's probably gonna have a good turnaround in the next year or two, right? So you might miss out. You might not.
And then crypto.com, which is Chronos now, I've got like $50 invested in it. I have 216 coins on it. And then on Sheeb, I have like 10 million, almost 11 million in it. So I'm just holding that, just riding it out.
That's cool. Yeah, if it's not gonna hurt you, I mean, if you ever need the money, you can just liquidate, get out, whatever. The only risk you're running right now is if the token gets rug pulled like some of these other ones. You never know when the devs are just gonna shut it down and take your money. So
yeah, I mean, a little $150. If that's gonna break me, I don't need to spend it. So
yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, the safer bet, and this is just me, not financial advice, blah blah blah. I'd probably just sell that and buy you some shares of AMC while it's cheap. That's just my personal opinion. I think you're going to have better luck with that than you are crypto, but crypto's going to take a hot minute to recover because a lot of people got rug pulled.
That's right. I agree with that. I have been considering that, and I'm trying to bring my average cost down. I was once in Robinhood, and I got in at AMC. I heard about it at $3 a share. I didn't catch it when it was $5. I caught it at 11, and my average cost was 27. And I bought a little bit, and then it went up a few dollars. And then I switched from Robinhood to Webull. And when I switched those platforms, I mean, my heart dropped. It went up to like $38 a share, my average cost. Now I've averaged back down to like 34. I'm like, geez. So I learned my lesson on that. And since then, I have gone to public. because they don't do payment for order flow, from what I understand. So I want to switch from Robinhood to Webull. From Webull to Public, but I'm going to lose what I have invested. So I'll decide just to route out Webull and wait for it to go up, and then possibly make the transfer then, maybe. But I'm just going to stay in Webull for right now.
Well, don't be scared to start. You don't have to. I recommend transferring out of Webull to like Fidelity, but you don't have to. You can always just open a new brokerage account with Public or Fidelity.
Totally. Test it out first, try it out, see if you like it, and then if you feel comfortable, transfer.
Well, it's not a bad thing to have two brokerages. What if one brokerage goes down during the squeeze?
I totally agree. I've got a few brokerages. Same with my husband. So we're like all over the place.
I know one.
Yeah, same here. I do. I have a couple of platforms that I'm working with. I have Public. I'm trying to get over to my my stocks, and then Uphold for my crypto, what little I'm invested in. Other than that, that's about the only two I'm going to deal with. But as of right now, I'm just going to hold Webull and a couple other platforms and just ride it out.
Oh, just a side note, the market will be closed June 20th, so everybody knows. Hello, one.
Hey, Spen. Hey, Jen.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Grape Radio.
Hello, Governor. Excuse me, do you have any grape upon?
Sandwich spread. Oh, look at that. Redbox is down another 9% after hours.
Yeah, I took a look, Spence, and you're not far off. I think the current value of the chicken soup for Soul Entertainment, it's like right at 50 cents is what.
Yeah, chicken soup took a price drop since I said 77 a couple days ago, I think, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it was down. Like, they're probably shorting both, at this point.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Here's my theory, man. Citadel and Virtue were in on Redbox before this all hit our news feeds. Apollo owns over 70% of the shares right now. Apollo called them and said, hey guys, sell your shares and go do your market maker duties and create a bunch of synthetics to sell in the dark pool for Redbox. So we can pump short interest up over 200% with synthetic shares. And then once retail jumps in and this thing runs up massively 500%, we'll short it from the top because we can control the price action. The only thing I've been doing with Redbox on my analysis today is pretending that I'm Ken fucking Griffin. And I've been pretty close to goddamn right all day today. So, these market makers are working with Apollo to, I don't know if it's just a liquidity grab or if they're trying to destroy the chicken soup deal, or if they're just trying to rug pull everybody when the deal goes through. Because if your Redbox shares are still worth $10 a share on Friday and Chicken Soup announces that the buyout deal is complete, your shares are going to get converted into a fraction of a Chicken Soup share. Like Swing said, worth less than 55 cents? Pretty crazy shit.
Hey, Spence. I'm driving. I can't read it, but I put something up there to the top up there. Forbes.com. Did you see that article that came out today?
Oh, yay. Ooh, GameStop. GameStop's like it's funny enough, GameStop's kind of my best position right now. GameStop and AMC shares fluctuate amongst a volatile market with an impending short squeeze predicted. Oh, I just got a boner.
And if you didn't know, the Motley Fool changed its tune today too, saying it's finally time for serious investors to consider buying AMC.
And
if you just want to skim through, because I'm sure there's some people in here that are eager and dying to hear what Forbes had to say. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely, man. Charles Payne has been talking about a squeeze scenario a lot lately too, but like I said, the July 17th 145 calls are loaded up with 137K open interest. And I always confer with Swing, and he's like, man, that sounds like somebody is hedging, right? Like if you own a massive amount of shorts, you have a good opportunity to limit your risk severely with a bunch of calls out to an insane strike if this thing runs. So, you know, Rocket was saying today in his space, y'all got to really watch when we run back to 70. That's going to test people, man. That's going to be the test if people really hold or not. And it's going to determine how high we go on this thing.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Man.
Well, and I think that's why spaces like these are good, because there'll be one open where you're chatting and we can calm each other down and stop each other from freaking out if necessary.
Yeah, true. I mean, at this point in time, what's funny? All the FUD about collusion is gone. Like everybody, the FUD early on in the early days was like, oh, you guys are colluding with each other. Everybody's freaking colluding on the Wall Street side.
Where did it run to last time, AMC? Was it 72 or 75?
77.
Uh-oh, hold on a second. I thought I had my headset on.
We can hear you fine.
Yeah, I'm a truck driver and I have a student.
You're cutting out.
You guys can hear me now?
You're cutting out now.
All right, what about now?
Yep. I can hear you now.
All right. Yeah, I was trying to connect my headset, but I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I didn't sell out when AMC had hit. When AMC went up to like, wouldn't say 77.
That's hardcore, man.
Yeah, I held, and I wanted to. I would have made a nice little profit, but I just held. And once it started dropping and it hit 60, I said, well, I'm in it for the long run. So, and now I've gotten up to like 114 shares, and I'm just a share or 2 a week.
A good strategy, man. I mean, just loading up a share here and a share there right now at this low price is.
I'm with you. I bought like all over the place. So I'm still trying to bring down my average. So you'll get there.
I mean, baseline charting wise, we are close to the same price we were at the first time it ran to 77. We're still in the same time frame, and we're actually getting ready to. I mean, the one bottom was 970 when we came down from the 34 run in March 31st. But we're kind of triple bottoming out on around 10 to 1030, which is pretty good thing. Here's the deal, man. We ran to 3430 on March 31st when somebody, it looks to me, covered some IWM shorts, which I think was Melvin, because 2 weeks later, Melvin announced they went out of business. Citadel and Virtue probably bought up their short position. So it's nothing to say that we shouldn't be sitting at $30 a share, no problem, which is the first leg up in the historical trend line for the June 6th run, which leads us, we're still above the falling wedge too. For over a 12-month falling wedge, we're still riding the top boundary of that. So we're still technically in reversal territory.
And
Hey, what's up, guys?
the sales numbers too. Like, I was pleasantly surprised by Sunday's numbers. 60 whatever million for Sunday. That I looked back, and there's only been like 5 Sundays going back into 2017 is as far as I got back into data where there's been a Sunday that strong. And they were all during holidays, like during the Christmas holiday time, and or having to do with Spider-Man.
People want to pay. So everybody streamed all pandemic, right? Streaming is numb. Like you're just watching something at home and it's just like, oh man, I'm streaming. I'm watching this again. People want to pay their money. If they're going to pay money, they want quality entertainment, and you're not going to get higher quality cinematic viewing than at a theater, especially IMAX. People are waking back up to the movie theaters, and it's just started. It's going to kind of flash across the population. It's going to stagger across the population as some towns are a little more worried about COVID still, and some cities aren't. But I'm seeing more and more people go to the theater regularly because they're still spreading out. You can still see that a basically sold out theater still has some gaps in the seats for people that really don't want to sit right next to somebody. So, but they're really starting to fill up. Last Thursday for the Jurassic Park double feature, at 3:30 I rolled into the parking lot and I was like, holy shit. The entire parking lot was full. I had to park like close to the back. Everybody was in there in IMAX watching Top Gun. And then when I went into the theater for the Jurassic Park double feature, which wasn't even in IMAX, I walked in and I was like, holy shit. I had to go sit all the way in the back by the wall because it was full up. So it's working, man.
Dude, that's like the best place to sit. I love the back, like the very far back. That's where I choose our seats. Kind of weird, but
No, I like it back there because I know nobody's behind me
quiet,
sneezing on me and shit.
right. It's a little more quiet, right? And I've had problems before. If I'm up too close, I get headaches. So I personally love the back of the theater. So
What's up, Glee? GLI?
Hey, what up, Spence? What up, Jen? I was hearing somebody, I think it was Glenn, saying that he transferred from Robin Hood to where was it, Fidelity, and the average went up, something like that.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen. Your average, your cost basis should stay exactly the same when you transfer.
Okay, well, the thing is that I wanted to, what happened to me was that I heard that he was talking about public as well. So I transferred from Robinhood to public, and I transfer all my stocks for the same reason that they don't do payment for order flow. And when I did that, my average went down, and I was surprised. I'm like, oh, well, that's better. And all my stocks, well, I have like probably like 4 stocks, and all of them, the average went down, including AMC. And I was surprised. Well, of course, it's better for me, but I thought it was going to be the same average, the one that I have on Robinhood, but it went down once I transferred to public.
The only thing I can think of is Robinhood sold your shares and then just put in a buy order for public for you, which is lucky. I wouldn't be surprised if Robinhood sold your shares because they actually don't have anything to transfer. Robinhood's a dumpster fire.
Yeah, that he's talking about me. Whenever I switched over, my average cost went up. I don't know what happened, which it's all good. I'm slowly but surely working on my average down, and again, I'm working on that. And I'm just going to stick with Weaver for a minute. And back to the AMC theaters, I used to build theaters for a while. That's called Rave Motion Pictures. And I installed the sound, I installed the drapes, the screen, the projector, seats, the whole 9 yards. And the best place to seat, it was just pretty awesome. It was an experience. And the best place to sit is in the middle and the back. But I prefer the middle myself. So
I love the back. I don't care what anyone says. I love that.
Yeah. Well, there's other reasons why I like the back too. So
well, no, not,
just
no, just more private. No, don't.
You can't get down in the front. You gotta get down in the back. Me What on YouTube says admission revenue is up 15% over 2019. Note that doesn't include the merch and concession sales. For Q2 so far, we've had 3 sold out AMC merchandise popcorn container sales. And I'll tell you what, they better order extra of the Thor Hammer popcorn container they have for Love and Thunder, because everybody's going to want one of those.
Yes. My nieces and nephews are already wanting some. And for the guy that switched over, he had his accent. I couldn't tell if he was from, but hey, man, that's awesome. Your average went down. That's awesome, man. Good job.
I know why Jen likes the back.
Come on, Edge. Why? Why do I like?
I know why.
Okay.
Because the second that movie's done, you're out that door, ripping to your car, and getting the fuck out of that parking lot.
I'm usually the first one out. I'm like running. Like, let's go, Tony. No. He's like, hold on, I gotta take a piss. Like, nope, now I've gotta go. No, I just don't like people behind me. It's a weird thing. You know, I did the same thing in college too. I always like the very back corner, you know. It's weird, you know. I mean, I still pay attention and everything, but like, I just like being off sort of in the back, you know. It's a weird thing.
This is kind of jumping off the subject, but I had a crazy dream that Tesla cars are flying now.
That would not surprise me.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened in the next 5 years.
Yep, you're right, Spen.
And it was kind of crazy. It did something. Elon Musk made a comment about something, and I said, "Okay, I'm jumping in on this." And it was just shortly after that. The dream lasted for like 5 minutes, it seemed like, and the car just folded up, the wheels folded under, and it just hovered. And next thing you know, I just took off running. I took a leap, and I personally started flying.
I want whatever you were smoking, sir.
That goes back to a dream I had many years ago. I had a dream I could fly, and I would just take a run, a leap, and I would just take off flying. Well, it felt. I actually tried. Well, I didn't.
You're breaking up, Sean. Can't hear you.
I want to hear that about him talk about flying.
Yeah, I'm a truck driver.
Yeah, you're breaking.
What's up? What's up, Fabuloso?
What's up, guys? Interesting to be in the stock market this year, right? I keep on learning. I keep on myself into an investor. I don't think that's something that I will stop doing, right? Because I like to know where my money is, right? Where my money goes, what that is all about. That's the main reason I got into it beginning of last year, and I've been holding AMC since then. I haven't sold. At $72, I buy more, and I'll be buying cents. Well, actually, I've been buying before that, right? I think I had different accounts overall, and you know, my average cost is pretty decent. I was in a green for a very long time. I'm feeling some of the rest, and you know what? Like I remember when my average cost was like $15 before, and it dropped to like 11, 12, and then I had about maybe. I think it was like 10,000 in there, and I was thinking, damn, you know what? I'm scared. I'm scared to lose my money. Right? When it dropped to 5,000, if it dropped to 5,000, I'm gonna sell and then cash out. But I didn't understand what it was all about. I didn't really understood a lot of like the functionality of the stock market, how it works, how people can be, how greedy money is sometimes. So I didn't sell anything. I kept buying, and I'm still buying. I keep on learning every year, every daily. I listen to videos. I read through books to understand more about what that is and what it's all about. But at the end of the day, I think that's why we all have our reasons to be here, but we're looking for the financial freedom. The people for everybody. That I'm here, guys. Holding back, holding down. I'm not selling into my car.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you didn't sell out. All my neighbors have been consistently, and my friends back home have been texting me, DMing me in Facebook. My neighbors have been coming over and talking to me, going, "Man, oh no, the market, the news, this and that." And I'm like, "You guys, like I've been telling you this for 6 months. I was like, they want you to panic. The reason they put the news out lately is because they want you to panic. They want you to stop contributing to your 401k. They want you to sell out of your 401k. They want you to sell your stocks. They want you to panic sell everything, because when you do, they're going to come in and eat up all those cheap shares of everything you have and fix their effed up position that they've created by shorting AMC and GME and these other plays. So I'm trying to buy everything I can through this dip for the foreseeable future. What's up, Brandon?
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Spence. Hey, everybody. I just wanted to pop in real quick and say hi. I mostly just listen. I usually have a bunch of kids tied to my feet, but I actually have a free moment. So thought I would hop in and say hi to the guys on the Ape radio. I like to tune in every night, but usually rocking the kids to sleep. So I throw an earbud in and listen. I just wanted to echo, too, what Spence said about his local AMC being busy. I live down the street from a AMC 24, and I drive by this thing at least twice a day, and it is packed every night. The parking lot is full. So that's super bullish. And don't forget, we had the shareholders meeting this Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a bunch of us local KC apes are going to meet up and go to that.
Nice.
So
I was going to go because I was going to drive home, but then I was like, man, gas prices are so high. If I drive to Michigan and then through Kansas, I could literally buy like another lot of shares. So I ended up not doing it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, man. It's understandable.
Man, take some do some like live stream videos while you're there. Do like when you're walking up and like let everybody know on Twitter where you're at, man. That'll be great.
Yeah, I was still trying to get all the logistics nailed down, but yeah, I'll try to do something.
I think that'd be great. You should. I mean, no pressure. You should totally try and do that. You know, if you're gonna go to the shareholder meeting, I would appreciate it. I'd love to see some live stream stuff. You know, or whatever.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get there. I only live 20 minutes from the headquarters.
That's very cool, man.
Nice.
That's cool.
It's super motivational for other people, other apes, to be able to see apes going to the shareholder meeting.
And actually, Adam Aaron's going to be at one of the theaters here in Kansas City out south in Olathe.
Great, that's great.
For, I can't remember which movie it is. It's coming up on the 17th, I think.
You gonna go see him, Brandon?
I'm going to try, but I'm super busy, dude, with a full family and
I hear you.
lots of stuff on my plate, but I'm going to definitely try to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think he tweeted out, something that he was going to be doing something else, and then I was like, dude, you get closer to the East Coast, Ape Radio is there. That'd be an awesome live stream right there. Ape Radio, have Adam Aaron come on there at that time.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that was.
He'll probably be like, who the hell are you? What's Ape Radio?
He's going to New York, I think, right?
Or he'll be like, oh, I've been listening in. You never know.
Oh, I guarantee you, he has a burner account. He jumps in these things.
Oh, so.
Oh, yeah.
No way he doesn't.
But yeah, he comes come anywhere near New York, Connecticut, Maryland, somewhere that's, within a 2 or 3 hour drive. I'll make the trip.
He's going to New York.
When?
Let me pull up his tweet.
Thanks.
Tweet.
He's also coming down to Miami, and I'm definitely going to see him.
He's going to be in Dallas, too.
Yep.
Yeah, he's probably going to the Stonebriar there. That's a big AMC theater in Dallas. I used to live right around the corner to that. Is he going to go to Hank Shed? We need to get him to go to Hank Shed.
Dang it.
All right, guys, I got to drop down and listen there. I got to go pick up the kids from daycare, so I will see you guys.
Good, bro. Good talking to you, man.
Back in here.
Hey, Brandon,
Yeah, thanks for coming, Brandon.
Thanks, Brendan.
Brandon, before you go, my name's Brandon as well.
What's up?
I'm a Niner fan. I'm a Niner fan and a Giants fan. So fuck your Chiefs, and then haha, we got you at the Royals. So there you go. That's all I got.
Hey, my buddy's the equipment manager for the Chiefs. I got to try on the Super Bowl ring, and I got pictures to prove it. And it is badass.
Hey, Hank. Chipmunks, tool shed, chloroform. Leave Brandon alone.
Go Chiefs.
Later, bro.
Oh, he's going to Denver.
Yeah.
I might just roll up to Denver. I'm not too far away. Kansas City, Dallas, Denver, Chicago, Miami, Philadelphia, San Francisco, and others. Oh, screenings at AMC theaters. Oh, he said that's the first 2 he went to was New York City and LA.
But he's going to Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you DM that to me? I'll take a look at that. I'll talk to Viper and see if there's something that we can do. Maybe take a little visit. Go see Mr. AA.
Yeah, let me do it right now. The one. Oh my god. My computer does so many weird things.
I'm gonna have to make a trip up to Dallas.
Hey, you could always bring the Ape Radio down to Miami.
Hey. I'm game. I'd love to come to Miami right now.
Oh, it's so hot here right now.
Well, it's like 100 degrees here and there's no rain whatsoever. It's just dry, scalding heat. It's freaking awful. And we've had dust storms the past 2 days.
Is it supposed to be that hot right now?
Yeah, man, it's like going on 90 degrees here in Michigan, West Michigan.
We're not even in July or August.
I know, it's crazy.
We're getting that western heat wind. That's why it's killing us on the East Coast.
It is 86 degrees right now in Greenville, Michigan.
It's because we stopped polluting, man. They said it was global warming, right? The more we polluted, the closer we were going to get to the ice age. So we stopped polluting, and now it's hot as freaking balls. Viper. Snakes don't have hands. Your hand is up.
Oh, do we have a meet and greet coming in Philly? Is that what I just heard?
Hands.
Yes, you do.
I'll be there.
You're in, right?
What was that?
I said you're in for going, right? When it comes to Philly?
I'll take the train out of New Haven.
Okay. We'll hook up together and we'll go in together. That'd be awesome.
Do you think?
I think it's an Amtrak.
Do you think Adam Aaron would love to hang up on my tool shed?
I mean, maybe.
Ew.
But to the tool shed.
Well, since you chloroform those chipmunks there, Hank, I don't think anybody's going back there anymore.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Sorry, Hank.
Suray.
The tool shed needs to be burnt
I
down.
think you horrified that woman.
What did you do? Wait, what did you do to those chipmunks?
What my phone? I didn't even do it.
This entire you guys are gonna end up on an episode of South Park. I just know it.
Did you hurt their feelings? And like they went to a very dark place and they never returned. They were never the same. Well, what happened? What dark place are you talking about? You married your cousin? Oh God! Oh yeah, that was better.
Now we can
What sucks is like I have to like work now. Actually, like my thing at work is done, so I have to go back to like my normal rotation. And now I'm like, I can't spend as much time on space calls during the day.
I mean, is that the bad thing? I don't know, but
I don't know.
But on a serious note, Hank, let me ask you a question. How you doing with the Alzheimer's walk?
Saturday, I'm gonna live stream The Punishment. So starting around like 6 o'clock, I'll probably go live.
Tonight?
No, Saturday.
Oh,
okay.
So and then we're at 985, so we're almost at like $1,000. So I can think we're like 15 away or something like that. So
Getting there. Cool.
It's crazy. Yeah, so I'm gonna have like 30 different challenges up. And I'm going to try and see how many I could get through during that time. It's starting off with a freaking prune smoothie, I guess. I'm going to try to do some of these challenges while I'm walking. I'm hoping I don't get arrested doing these weird shit, but whatever.
You know, it'd be funny. Here's a challenge: get 2 chipmunks and a fake bottle of chloroform.
I mean, I can walk around with like my girls animals like that. Is that okay? Like act like reenact the tool shed chloroform scene.
Oh my God!
But all jokes aside, you're doing a great thing, bro. We got you. We're supporting you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. You guys have been clutch with it, man. It's like the actual like kickoff, like the main day for the fundraiser is on Tuesday, and we already like hit the goal of 1,000 that I set pretty much, and I have some friends who decided that they wanted to help me put on a memorial service for my dad, which is awesome. I can't think of anything better for my dad, and I don't know.
When do they want to do that?
We're gonna do it the weekend before his birthday, which is when I plan on ending the campaign for this. So that'll be on the July 10th, I think.
Okay, is that a weekend day?
That's a Sunday. Yeah, it's a Sunday before his birthday on Monday.
All right. Is there any way we can get Ape Radio involved to help you do something more? Can we stream it? If you're going to be on Twitter that day?
For his memorial? Oh, well, yeah, we'll DM some details. I want to DM you stuff about Saturday, so we'll connect there. I don't want to take too much. I'm not shilling for that in here, guys.
None.
Call you back when it's your turn. To receive a call back.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
She's got a nice voice.
Hey, Spence, what did you have to take for the Philly?
If you want to come to my tool shed.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm gonna do the proverbial follow your host thing, especially follow your host, because he's actually at 5,999 and he's been battling the 6,000 for a while. So if you don't already follow Spence, please follow him, because I don't care about the follows, but
Twitter
do it for him just to break that 6,000.
How many does he have?
Seriously, Spence? I thought you were over 6,000 already.
No, every time I hit 6,000, Twitter drops my follower count.
They're fucking with you, man.
2 weeks.
No, it says
6.2.
6.2.
You made it. Congratulations, Beth.
Okay, sorry.
Last week, I hit 5,988, and then I lost 60 followers within an hour, and then I got them all back this week. And then every time I hit 6,000, they just take 2 followers away.
Oh, hey, I'm getting DMs right now that our favorite person, Amy's in the room.
Ew.
Yeah. So hey girl.
She's welcome to come up and talk.
I mean, she has me blocked. But I don't have her blocked. I suppose I could block her. I'll just kick her out of the room, you know.
Hey, you know who we got?
But I'm not like that. So you can listen.
Hey, before you guys rip on Amy, like from a human standpoint, she's like DM me stuff about my dad and just ask for like the link to donate to my dad. Like, we're cool. Like, I don't have any issues with her, and I think it's pretty cool that she's willing to like kind of do stuff like that. So shout out to her. Like, with all the drama that you guys have experienced, I'm not trying to wash under the bridge. That's your guys' thing, and I don't know. I just want to point out that we can all agree on something, and there can still be good things that happen with stuff. I don't know.
Who are we talking about?
No.
I forgot.
Not with that devil.
Yeah.
I don't even know
I
what.
forgot who we're talking about again. Yeah.
No, you're good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I get you, Hank. I get you. I get what you're saying, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been I've been kind of like on edge with like family stuff like that, and life's too short to be bickering about a lot of stuff that you can't control at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I just want people to find stuff that we have in common, and like a freaking a message, a meme of my father-in-law saying, "Thanks, Joe Biden, for this $170 gas." Set off part of my family to where they don't want to talk to them anymore. You know what I mean? And it's like, and they took that personally because they don't ideology or politically they align differently, which is fine. But I think it's just so frustrating.
Did you say that?
Shut up, Siri. You guys know where I'm coming from with that. I'm not condoning whatever sides of that. I know there's history there, whatever. I don't have that with that person, unfortunately, and I just, to me, it's shocking like that people who don't know me, who've done so much more for my dad than my own family, and to me, it just means a lot. So, I don't know. But you guys are awesome. You guys are like literally are like my second family, and I genuinely feel that. And I appreciate you guys a lot.
Hey, you want to post the information to the top of the nest for all to see for the fundraiser stuff? If you want, please do.
I can. The bottom line thing is, the main thing is, I've been wanting to share the story of my dad, because one, I didn't feel like having a memorial for him out in California was going to happen, because Alzheimer's took him away, and he lost all his contact with his people and friends and everything else like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been walking every day since March 11th, and I've been talking to people on this walk, because my dad would randomly just go talk to random people. Go figure why I have fun in spaces. I like talking to people and strangers. I don't meet anyone that's not a friend, you know what I mean? And what better way to serve his memory is to, one, spread awareness of Alzheimer's, and two, just like love on people where they're at. And that's why I appreciate you guys so much. And when I just give me the opportunity to even share little glimpses of my dad. And Father's Day sucks, man.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just want to give you a hug. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, God, I don't know what it's like to not have parents. I just can't. And someday I will know what that's like. And I don't even want to. I can't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because parents are supposed to live forever. You know. I just want to give you a huge hug right now. Poor guy. I'm so sorry what you had to go through. I'm so sorry your daddy's not here. And with Father's Day come up, I'm really sorry. But you know that you have a support group of 8s here that love you, and that want to listen to you and want to help you through this. So we support you and we love you, Hank.
The cool part is, Hank, is your father's going to be immortalized on the internet forever because of these spaces that are recorded and the YouTube streams we're doing and the charity you did for him, which you're doing for other Alzheimer's patients too, which is awesome, man. You're doing such a good thing. I think it's really important for everybody to take situations in their life like this and turn it into a massively positive thing for the rest of the people around them. So, man, what you're doing is awesome, bro.
I appreciate it. It's like the whole walking idea wasn't even mine. It was like my daughter, who's like 7, man. It's like, it's so cool seeing her. Like, one of our walks, she even picked up trash the whole time on our walk. Like, she wanted to clean up our neighborhood. Like, there's so much good in the world out there, and we focus so much on the negative at times, and it's overwhelming for a lot of people. It's like, I just want people to be encouraged that there are good things that happen, even from places that you may not even expect it. Like people who you may view, like that people sometimes we may view as the enemy, or something that we just don't get along with. Like, there are good things that can happen, and it's just encouraging to me.
Absolutely, bro. Kids are smart, man. I'm telling you, they know what's going on. They always have the best ideas. Adults have a bad tendency sometimes to not listen to children just because of daily life and business as usual shit.
Yeah, dude, I can't even go to the thing. Like, I don't know if I don't know. I try to click on them, and like, I'm getting DMs of people sitting there donating to them. Thank you so much. Somebody said we're at 1,000 already down, and thank you guys so much. That just means so much to me.
That's awesome, man. We deal with a lot of in my hometown in Beaverton, there's a lot of widowers who end up with Alzheimer's that end up, in a home. And our small town is so connected that, anytime we see somebody wandering around, we always check on them to make sure. Alzheimer's is such a wicked, wicked thing that a lot of people just don't realize how bad it is until they have to experience it with a loved one. So totally understand what you're going through, man. And I'm glad that you are front and center up in this business, even with the emotional weight you have to carry, because what you're doing is spreading a lot of awareness across the internet to a lot of people who, after MOAS, that's one of the things we can tackle. we're all going to be able to go out and still talk to each other and say, hey, let's really tackle Alzheimer's. Let's figure something out and let's get the right people on it and put the money towards it. So it's super good that we're having these calls now.
Yeah, like, I don't know. The hardest part of like that disease is, like I said, you lose them before they're gone. And you know, he like when I saw him back in March, you know, he was literally a shell of who he was. And I thought I'd let him go already. Like I thought I was ready for this, but now like when he's gone, it just like just kind of like stinks. Like I'm still finding humor in some of this stuff too. Like I feel like I'm bipolar because of how emotional I've been. Just like kind of grieving with it.
You're not crazy, Hank. You're just going through the motions. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, and you have a family here that listen to you.
It's
be-
good for you to let this stuff out too, man.
Yeah. I'd be worried if you didn't show emotions, you know? We got to figure out who the bots are.
No, so so what happened was we were talking on Sunday, and they were talking about, hey, for Father's Day we'll do this, and like I mentioned earlier in the conversation, I said, yeah, I got my dad's ashes. That was like a hard week and everything else like that. And then later on in the conversation, they talk about, oh yeah, we'll go this, we'll hang out here. And I was like, hey, are you guys cool if I bring my dad? Like jokingly, they were like, I'm like, what? If I can't joke about it, how am I supposed to get over it? But like, I don't know. I guess he had to be there. It sounded funny in my head, but when it happened, everyone was laughing because they were like, did he just make a joke about bringing his dad's ashes to this thing?
Well,
so
funny story, man. I lost a friend in high school in a late night car accident. Somebody fell asleep and hit him. He passed away, and we went to the funeral, you know, weeks later. And the pastor was really awesome. He said, you know, instead of being sad and mourning, let's all give him a big round of applause and cheer for the life that he did live. And everybody cheered, and it was real loud. And his 90-year-old grandma was sitting in the chair. And after everybody quieted down, she goes, well, damn, I thought he was going to wake up. I think it's just good to have, to bring humor into the situations like that, because I think it helps you remember better the good things in life after somebody's gone. So I totally understand what you're getting at with the ashes.
yeah, you guys are freaking rad, man. You guys are freaking awesome. It's Saturday. We're gonna laugh a lot. I'm gonna probably poop myself on stream. I don't care. I'll put more details out about it. I mentioned that up to the next 30 donations, I was going to do 30 different challenges. And you guys have smashed the goal. I was just like thinking like we'd slowly get there, $5, $5. But I'm going to do a bunch of different challenges, anywhere from like eating a spoonful of cinnamon, something as simple as trying to whistle after eating 6 saltine crackers, to something more extreme of like eating a blended Happy Meal. It's gonna suck. You guys will laugh at me, and I won't be able to try to see it. So,
and so do you.
So, dude, you guys freaking rock, man. I don't care. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Okay, Hank. Sometimes you just don't know what to say. But you know what? Anytime you need to talk or whatever, you can DM me. I'm sure Spence or anyone here in this room.
Absolutely.
So don't stop talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't feel like you shouldn't talk about. No, they're your feelings. This is how you work through your feelings. So don't ever feel like that you can't do that, especially with us. you know that. So
yeah, no, I got you.
So,
hey Hank, where do you live?
I'm in Texas.
Texas, okay. All right.
So,
yeah. Closer.
Looks like Kira's having a little bit of problems here. She was co-hosting, but she was having problems, so I guess muting and stuff like that. I don't know. So, oh, here she is.
Hello, Tara.
Howdy, partners. How's it going?
What up?
I was just about to run and go to the gym, and then I saw you guys on here, so I was like, this is way more important. What is going on right now? What the heck is happening?
With the space or the stock or what?
That's everything. Everything. The sky is falling. The world is coming to an end. I'm just
Good.
playing. Good. No, it's just crazy. Everything feels so wild right now. I don't know.
We had 100-mile-an-hour wind last night in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It was crazy.
We will rise from the ashes.
We had 100-mile-an-hour winds in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
See, I told you guys the sky is falling.
It's because we stopped polluting.
Oh my God, is Kat up here? Or is my phone playing tricks on me?
No, she's up here. Hey, Kat.
What up, Sarah? How's it going?
Good. I just came up to give Hank some love. I love you, dude. You're doing an amazing thing, and I wanted to donate and say you're just fucking amazing. I love everything that you do. And hi, Tara. I always miss you and love your laugh and your smile, and I can hear it through the phone.
Aw, I love you, girl. What did I miss? What is Hank doing? Hank, what did I miss?
Hank's playing.
His dad.
Hank's playing in the bullshit.
Alzheimer's.
It's amazing. Hank, that's awesome.
You guys crushed the goal so far. I might have to bump it up for Saturday. But yeah, you guys are amazing. And like, I can't even freaking think of something funny to tell Kat so I can hear her snort right now. It freaking sucks ass right now.
Hey, you do good no matter what you do. I mean, it's just good to hear your voice right now. So
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Yeah, freaking June is Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and kind of got off on a tangent there, Tara, and had me share the campaign that I'm doing in honor of my dad. You guys have fucking crushed it, man. You guys are awesome.
That's amazing, Hank. I'm glad that you're putting that out there. And honestly, I have a really big appreciation for the way that you're sort of taking us with you on your grieving process, I guess I could say, because I know it's got to be extremely difficult. I mean, I can't say from experience. I did lose my dad, but I was just a baby. So I didn't experience what you're experiencing. So I can't really say that I've been there, felt that, but I mean, it's just a reminder of, how important those memories are, holding on to those memories. And I think sharing with others is helpful for you, and also helpful for other people who have sort of like been through any sort of a loss like that. And I don't know, losing your dad, it has to be one of the hardest, I imagine. So just thank you, Hank, for being tough. And, I know you have 2 little girls, and of course they need their dad to be strong. And I think it's okay to also show moments of true emotion. And I've seen you do it. And I just appreciate you.
Absolutely, man.
I'll tell you what, the first person to throw $50 at Hank's charity in the top, as soon as I get a DM and you show me that you did it, I'll go shave my beard right now and come back with a full-on goose mustache on the live stream.
That's not fair. I'm driving and can't do that, you sorry ass.
I'm ready to go, man. I'm all ready. I've got my Manscaped trimmer that I got 10% off from the Matt Kors coupon code, and my beard's full, so I can definitely throw the stash up.
Rock that shit. Kat, you came through Amarillo and I missed you. I could have had you on 5 radio stations with interviews.
what?
Yeah, no shit.
Damn. Well, it is going to be in St. Louis tomorrow from 4 to 7. So if anybody is in St. Louis, hit me up and we can get you the location and we can get pics and video.
Hell yeah.
That sounded kind of hot. I'm just going to say, is it just me? I don't know. Sorry.
I mean,
It's hot here in the desert.
I'm also in the desert.
it had a little bit of a tool shed vibes, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, you almost got me. But you did it.
All right, I got it. All right. So my dad's favorite game to play in public to make embarrass people and stuff like that was the penis game.
See who can yell at the loudest.
What?
Basically,
What is the penis game?
So you go in there, like you'd subtly say like penis, but then all of a sudden like it's supposed to like gradually get louder. So like whoever says the loudest wins. Like I'd start it and then he would just end it. He would just go penis. Just yell it like.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Whenever anyone says pass the peanuts, like that's all I hear. I'm like, which one? People say peanuts so weird. Like I'm like, why does that sound so close to? Never mind, but that's hilarious. I mean,
it sounds like it because when people order peanuts at the bar, I'm like, oh, you want it salted penis? Yes, you got it.
We keep it in a jar in the back.
Oh my gosh, my heart is perfect.
This is gonna start popping up in AMC theaters suddenly. You're just gonna go to a movie, like sitting there trying to enjoy yourself, and you're gonna hear penis.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh. We'll know it's one of us. One of us. One of us.
You will gobble one of us.
All in memory of Hank's dad. Oh my goodness, that'd be so great. I'm doing it. Next time I go to the movies, I'm doing it.
Gasparino will put out a hit piece on us. AMC apes are being derogatory in movie theaters. Then he'll start that way. He'll reapply his lip gloss, and then he'll be like, "They're screaming penis in the movie theaters on Fox Business."
It's a Botox and shit and other crap.
He gets collagen lip injections, and he uses way too much lip gloss. You can tell.
I mean, bro, lip gloss was so like, I don't know, the early 2000s.
Right?
Look,
99.
It's all about that matte. It's all about that matte look. No,
the bro is literally Jim Chapstick Laundry, man. That's all he is. I guarantee you, Gasparino's favorite show is Jersey Shore.
I just feel bad for anyone who came in here like looking for AMC DD, and all we're talking about is penis, lip gloss, and Jersey Shore. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Oh, before you came, I gave everybody the D.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I have some yolks. No, we were talking about how good we're doing this quarter.
Yeah, it's amazing. Super, super freaking bullish. I mean, the numbers that are coming back, and aren't they beating like pre-COVID, pre-pandemic numbers? I mean, that's huge. Here, everyone said, it'll just like bottom out. Like, oh yeah, people will want to go back to the movies now, but in a few months, people will be back to watching movies at home. Totally not true. I think it especially helps that so many studios are doing the 45-day window now.
The only reason I'm home is to do Twitter and Ape Radio and this. Like, if I'm not doing this, I'm going to go to the movies, or me and the kid go to the mall. I hate sitting at home. Like, I just can't stand it.
Yeah.
Not only, sorry. I was going to say, not only that, Tara, like it's like a third of the movies getting put into theaters right now compared to pre-pandemic, or it might even be a quarter of the movies that are actually hitting the theaters. So with less movies, each movie is actually making more money, which if you think about it long term, that's going to actually put pressure on the studios to put more movies out, because they're actually making more money per flick because of hitting the numbers that we're hitting with less movies going to theaters.
Wow, that's a good point.
It's also a really good point. Movies, to like make them, produce the higher quality films, obviously, and that's what's going on. So people know they're going to go out to see a movie, right? Whether it's Batman, Top Gun, or whatever, they're going to go out and they know that they're going to see a high quality film on the big screen, man.
If you guys,
they waited to release a lot of movies until after the like when movie theaters were back to functioning full capacity and everything. My bad, Spence.
No, I was just going to say, if you guys want to go watch an absolutely hilarious movie with good action, I mean, some of the stuff is so funny and ridiculous. I highly recommend you go see Everything Everywhere All at Once in theater before it's gone. I bought it on demand and was dying the entire time. It's such a good movie. Jamie Lee Curtis is freaking hilarious in this. It's probably the most underrated movie I've ever seen. Don't take your kids though. There's like.
Excuse me, Spence. I have to interrupt you.
Mm-hmm.
Check your DM.
Uh-oh.
You have work to do.
Uh-oh.
You're done talking.
Did you do it?
You got work to do.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go shave my beard.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Is that Anya?
It is Anya.
Hi, Anya. What you doing, girl?
Hey. She's playing with her stickers in her room. She needs to eat dinner, though. She needs to come downstairs and eat some salmon Mama made. Okay? No, yeah. She has like mouse stickers, what she's saying.
Oh my goodness, stickers are the best. What do you like to stick them to?
The wall. No, we're not going to put on the wall. No. Sorry.
I like sticking stickers on my hands.
Right, you put on your face, your hand, whatever. Out on the wall, not Mama's walls.
Hank, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Do you know where
Speaking of stickers, really quick, I just wanted to say, did I just cut you off? I'm sorry.
Okay.
No,
I couldn't hear it. I think someone else was talking.
I was just asking Hank if he knew where Spence was.
He said he's going to do like a handlebar mustache because someone donated $50. I think fundraiser. Oh, there it is.
That's for you, Hank.
That's totally my my shaver that I got 20% off from the Matt Kors Moon Gang discount. So,
Hank, that shave's for you, buddy.
It's gonna be hard because I'm using my camera to do it.
He's live.
It's so bright.
You're shaving it live on YouTube?
I'm trying to, but the light's shining right in my eyes.
Don't mess up.
I'm jacking it up.
I was going to say really quick, speaking of stickers, I emailed Adam Aaron like last year sometime asking him about getting stickers, AMC stickers, like at theaters. Kind of like In-N-Out gives out, like they'll do like summer theme or like Halloween theme stickers for In-N-Out. Well, in the summertime, like if you go to the water park or anything, they're literally like In-N-Out stickers plastered everywhere on like the water slides and stuff. And I just thought it would be super cool, like free advertising for AMC to have their own, logo sticker that they either give out or sell at the theater. I'm sure the idea, he's responded about it, but I don't think it ever happened. But I think it would be cool to do, especially with summertime, people being out doing stuff. I don't know, like people could put them on their bumpers, on their windows, on their car. Dutch Bros is another one who does stickers, and people rep Dutch Bros. They kind of have like a cult following, like AMC, In-N-Out, and other businesses that do that. So it's just an idea if anyone wants to tweet at CEO Adam and throw it out there. I don't know. It's so quiet in here now. I can hear Viper making noise.
I'm waiting for Spence's picture.
Are you watching a live stream?
No, I don't know what his live stream is. I don't.
It's on his bio. His YouTube channel's on his bio. I didn't go look.
So I'll go. Yeah.
Okay. I have a mustache now.
Hold on.
Needs a little work. Who wants a mustache ride?
Mustache ride.
I don't know if I did it right. I need to work on it a little bit. Oh well, we're here. This is now.
This will make the one happy because it's what I always do. Mine's better.
Oh, Tara's on YouTube. Tara, are you on YouTube or is it a fake Tara?
It was the real me. It's hard to get back and forth between Twitter and YouTube.
Well, thank you, Viper. Thank you for the snake oil you sent me. I got a mustache now.
Courtesy of Ape Radio.
I'll rock it the rest of the month too.
Sweet.
I'm a little patchy. My Matt Kors ball trimmer didn't do a very good job on my beard, so.
Man, that's too bad.
Too hilarious. I went over to your YouTube. It's too funny.
I tried to. I don't have a hand mirror. I need to buy a hand mirror.
You need a hand mirror. Well, you know. Okay.
Hey, Viper, for the rest of us that can't get on YouTube right now, can you take like a screenshot of that?
Oh, let's see if I can get back to it. Hold on.
Dude, you guys are nuts. And she said that challenge in 50, that she'd put another 50 to help make you shave your beard.
Oh, I'm gonna rock it the rest of the month too.
So Amy's the reason I guess you're shaving too, because she put another 50.
You know what? How about this?
Should have done 100.
If Hank's charity hits 2K by the end of June, I will mustache until Moass.
Dude,
how about that?
That'll be badass.
Hope you interesting.
But you know, Hank, I must ask you a question.
I feel like I have to join in that too, but my wife will be pissed if I have the mustache for that long. But I'm down to do the mustache for Saturday.
Right on. My kid's gonna be like, Dad, what are you doing? You're not allowed to drop me off anywhere we go. I don't want to be seen with you. It's because of Top Gun, man. If you don't have a mustache after watching Top Gun, then I don't believe that you went and watched Top Gun. Basically.
I am working on my mustache as we speak. I'll just pencil it in a little bit.
Good.
I should do that on my next live stream. I'll pencil in a mustache with my eyebrow pencil.
Oh, the bad jokes are already swirling in my head now. I'm just not gonna go there.
I picked up
I'll give you a mustache.
What?
Tiger
We won't go there.
Hedge fund Tiger to close after poor returns.
Oh, did you say Tiger Global's closing?
Tiger Legatus. Is that the same thing?
They're probably part of the Tiger Cups.
Where's Mark when you need him?
Healing.
Mark
He's healing. Legatus, like the Roman, like Legatus.
Yeah.
Oh, that says 2017. Let's see. 2015. Do you have the article for that one?
Looking for it now. Just popped up on my feed. Just give me 1 second.
This mustache is throwing off my balance. I can't find my articles properly on the internet. I got to be careful what I search now, too. The FBI will immediately be like, oh, he's got a mustache. Get him.
No, I don't have an article. He just has... It's from Fast News. So, I'll check on that one. See what that is. Hang on.
All right, if everybody looks up in the, I'm not sure what he calls it, but we'll call it the nest, you'll see his new picture without his beard.
That's a nice photo you got there.
It did come out pretty well there.
Yeah. It looks like I'm ready to go fly a F-18.
Just got to clean it up a little bit, and you're all set.
I've got aviators somewhere. I just got to go find them.
I waited for you to put your glasses back on.
Hey, Spence, I got a question for you. Can you hear me? Okay, so I got a DM right now from a guy that's in the room. His name is Vinny. He says, and sorry, Vinny, I don't mean to whatever, but and I don't know the answer, but I'm assuming it's going to be okay. But he says that he just transferred his stuff to Fidelity, and during the transfer, does he miss any price action which affects his AMC shares? I don't think he does, because whatever price he bought it is for, what's your answer for this? He's listening right now, so.
You're supposed to have the same cost basis that you started with.
That's what I thought.
If you don't, that means Robinhood sold your shares and put in a buy order through the transfer for you, which is not supposed to happen. But if Robinhood doesn't have shares to transfer, yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, hopefully not the case, but like, yeah. So, I mean, I could understand this worry, you know.
Oh, just so everybody knows too, with Computer Share, when you get your letters in the mail, they should have an AMC logo on them, but they don't always do.
No.
So if you get unmarked envelopes in the mail, please make sure you check what's in there. You don't want to throw your Computer Share information away.
I got my letter actually in the mail. It was yesterday. Yeah, that's it right there, AMC Entertainment, and it has the AMC logo from Computer Share, actually.
There's been a lot of people DMing me about Computer Share lately from the GME crowd, actually, which is really nice.
Husband just looked at me and goes, "Oh, that's my account." I'm like, I don't like couple shares. Like, it's okay.
That's where the Bugs Bunny communist meme comes in. Our account.
Our
So
account.
if you're doing a transfer from one broker to the other, I believe in most brokers there is you can require what they call a like-kind exchange, which would force them to transfer the shares and not sell and rebuy. But to your point, if they don't have the shares, that would create a problem. But that would be malfeasance on their end as well. And you'd have record of that. So you want to request a like-kind exchange.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in. I'm pretty new to this community. I've only been aware of AMC because of the GME crowd. I'm kind of curious. What I'm hearing people talk about AMC is this the shorting play, short squeeze play, and I'm hearing people say, oh, they're in for the long term, and I'm like, those two things don't coincide with each other, and I'm trying to figure out what's going to make people want to buy the revenue for this company, or when are the capital funds going to have to sell, at least buy back in those shares that people are talking about.
I don't think most people expected them to be able to kind of kick the can down the road with the FTDs for as long as they have. I think a lot of people sort of thought that the SEC would step in and do something, but they're too busy going after Elon Musk and Truth Social. So
watching porn.
Yeah, and that. I think that's why people have sort of said they're willing to hold long term if that's what it takes. I think that's why you've seen sort of a mixed bag, because nobody really knows, right, how long they can keep doing this.
I think they're close. I think we're very close to seeing them be done, because the bigger my mustache gets, the closer we get to MOAS.
Bigger mustache.
Yeah, I get that feeling, but the whole this whole hold it until it happens, it resonates so much with crypto, and I've been in crypto since 2018, and it's just your hair gets very long doing that, and I just don't know how viable that is.
The alternative is sell it until it happens, and then you're on the sidelines when it does. I mean, I don't know.
But they don't retire for years to come, so what's the hurry?
Well, I think my biggest problem with that is that was basically it. Several months back when it blew up, it went up to 70, absolutely insane prices, and I think it's just.
Then you could say the same about GME when it went to 500.
Oh yeah, and I agree. I think that's the exact same thing. It's just I think that it's pretty much done, because Like the government has already showed their hand that they're gonna, they're gonna hold the sides of Wall Street, and people like us are gonna be the expendables. And it's like basically I don't know, how much more better can it get when you see that you have people buying shares at $2-3 a share of AMC, and then it just amplifies all the way to $70, and it's like, oh, I'm in it for the long term. I'm like, well, how much better than that does it get?
I think they're banking, and I think they're banking on people losing steam and just sort of like giving up and pulling out and saying, yeah, I'm done chasing other plays. Like Redbox. I mean, if you bought the day before, if you bought last Friday, what is it, like a 30-something% loss today or more? I don't even know. And I've seen that happen time and again.
Your TV just came on.
I'm sorry?
Your TV just did something. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Are you talking to me or?
No, it came up. My phone opened up automatically. I'm sorry. I was talking to my wife.
Oh, that's okay.
I was so confused.
Yeah, I'm like, what? My TV's on. Why can you see my TV? That's really creepy. And okay, imagine if my TV did really turn on at the same time. I would be so scared right now. I'd delete my account.
Making that lawyer money.
I don't know. I guess for me personally, and obviously it's not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, but for me personally, it's sort of like, feels like a savings account with a potential of a squeeze, So holding my AMC shares just feels like I'm just sitting here waiting, just the same way. I mean, if I put all that money into a savings account, there isn't a potential for anything to happen to it because nothing will happen to it. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with it.
There's potential your bank goes insolvent when all this crashes and you can't get your money.
Right. I'm better about I know for me in AMC than my stupid bank, Holy crap, that shook?
But like, what banks are we talking about? Are you guys using like the big banks, or are you talking about your little banks? Because like, I don't know. Like, if we're so worried, about like, hold on for 1 second. Like, if we're so worried about this whole thing blowing up, like the banks, then my AMC stock doesn't matter. Like, because like, what's the point then? If you can't transact, your bank's going to blow up. Then really, your stocks don't matter.
To prove a point, to fix the market.
Matters.
If it doesn't matter, then why are we worried about whether we're holding AMC stock or not? I hold AMC because it's fucking awesome and I want to, and doing anything else kind of sucks, especially crypto. Everybody that was like, ship's going to $1. Yeah, good job. That worked out real freaking good. As soon as Ken Griffin said crypto.
Yeah. Go ahead, Spence, my bad.
Go.
I was just going to say so many people called that. Like so many people early on said crypto is just a huge liquidity pool, like to try to rug pull everyone. And now you're actually watching it real time. And, here we are, conspiracy theorists. But I am telling you, I would sit in spaces like this and we would go back and forth. There would be, mixed feelings. I had mixed feelings on it because it's hard to predict the future. Crypto's very new, but there were people who would come up and they were adamant and saying, no, this is going to be a massive rug pull. Do not get involved in crypto. It's coming, blah, blah, blah. And sure enough, here we are. But I guess, it's just an interesting take because for me personally, if there are enough people involved in the media who I don't trust, the government who I don't trust, coming out and saying not to buy AMC, I'm going to buy AMC. When was the last time the government gave you any clue, or the media any clue on how you could, anything beneficial for yourself that would potentially allow you to, I don't know, not have to go to a 9-to-5 job anymore and just be, a slave to the system? When was the last time anyone gave you any sort of, handout on a silver platter? Like, here is an opportunity that you could literally make enough money to, change your life-changing money. They're not going to do that. But the fact that they're that scared that the SEC has to come out with these like propaganda videos telling people not to invest in meme stocks is, number one, it's, should be securities fraud. Like, it should be against the law. The SEC is a branch of the government. They're not here to pick plays. Like, since when are they involved in that, right? So I don't know, with all these different sources saying, don't buy, don't be involved with that, it just makes me, the nonconformist in me is like, there's got to be something to this. Like, there's got to be a reason they don't want us investing in this.
Here's the there, Tara. If I would have invested in crypto like Bitcoin or SHIB or Ethereum instead of AMC, I would have like no money right now, right? Every crypto, if I would have invested in Luna instead of AMC, I would have no money, no position, no nothing. And the big thing is they came out over the Super Bowl and the institutions pumped crypto so hard to the general public that doesn't normally do their own investing, with, Matt Damon. And they came out and pushed crypto.com and to try to get everybody into crypto they could, because they knew they were going to dump it at the beginning of this month. They knew that. So AMC, I'm still sitting here building my position. I'm still sitting here with GameStop building my position, and my money is still sitting in the account. Is it worth as much as it was 6 months ago? No, but I still have more shares, which in time, fundamentally, especially if the GameStop dividend split, when that goes through, if that does trigger shorts to cover, which we all know the shorts are still in the play, you can see by the short interest reported, which is probably very, very low, that my shares fundamentally could go up 100%. So I'm not even worried about it right now. I'm just, and anybody that's in crypto, I will tell you right now, I actually went out and did buy a little bit today because the prices are so low, but it's a fire and forget. I bought some crypto. I'm not going to look at it every day. I'm going to wait and see if it recovers in the next couple of years for, to pay for my shrimping boat or whatever is going to happen. But my AMC is still there.
Where's the bottom? Where is the bottom, with crypto?
I agree with so much of like what you're saying, because like there are like a lot of crap things like SHIB, because like you can, like, it's like for me, like comparing crypto to SHIB is kind of like the bottom barrel of everything that's been created in software, but like it's obviously a rug pull. But like in the same thing, that doesn't mean I'm going to go buy some run of the mill like theater and say like, oh well, this is what's going to go up in price. It's like I understand that it's a
101-year-old theater. It's the largest. It's the largest market share theater in the world,
and oldest running theater in the United States.
Right.
They survived. They survived the Great Depression.
I agree, but I'm not saying that just doesn't make it the next Apple. It's not like this is going to grow and it's going to be like unless you're thinking like a fundamental value play.
If we return to profitability in Q2, 3, or 4, and then Adam Aaron announces the AMC branded credit card and retail grocery store popcorn sales, that actually does make it pretty much right in line with Apple, because just based on 2 million people using the AMC branded credit card, that's $400 million a year in revenues. That's just 2 million people. AMC has 40 to 50 million people going to the movie theaters at any point in time. So you gotta think of the new revenue streams coming up, the return to profitability, the return of people wanting to go out and do things event-wise, and the psychological mindset of the consumer. It's all coming back around just like it does all the time. They tried to they threw everything they could at AMC to try to kill it, and they still couldn't. And that should tell you something about the resilience.
Who's they?
A year ago, really quick, a year ago, I probably would have said I'm more bullish on Netflix than movie theaters. And today I can honestly say it's the other way around, because Netflix, number one, doesn't have the monopoly that they had on streaming service. There are so many other streaming services out there And number two, movie studios have come to the realization that they lose so much freaking money if they release movies straight to streaming simultaneously with the big screen, because people are immediately pirating the movies and not paying for it on streaming service. And that's just a fact. I mean,
Or
here
sharing
Disney,
accounts.
you know, there was the lawsuit with Scarlett Johansson when she lost the $50 million bonus because they promised that the movie would not be released simultaneously on their streaming service, and they lied. The movie took a huge hit for that. So I think with, you know, movie studios recognizing how much money there is to be made with that 45-day window, that is huge. Here you have AMC, well, movies in general, making way more profit than they were making already in pre-pandemic numbers. And like Swing was saying, there's like a quarter or a third of the movies being released now versus then. Imagine if there were the same number of movies being released now, you know, the numbers would be like 4 times what they are. And that's absolutely insane, super bullish. So I don't know. One thing I always hold on to, and one thing I always remember about the movie industry, and not just AMC specifically, but movie theaters, movies that are made for streaming are never going to be the same quality as movies that are made for the theater, for the red carpet. And that's just a fact. And the thing is what does America produce? Like, what do we bring to the table? What does the world know? What are we known for in the world? You know, I would argue that it's Hollywood, our movies.
Hey, I want to touch on that really quick. So, like, I push back on the whole Hollywood thing. So, just a little context. I work in the film industry. Like, I work in visual effects, and I work in TV shows. I work in movies, and I currently live in Canada because that's where I can do it for work. I'm American, and like I just kind of like my whole thing is it's like, okay, so much of the pivot has been online, and so much of the pivot that I've been seeing in my own industry is like, it's not so much movies, because in movies, people are so critical of the quality, and online, you can get away with so much of the quality detail that you'd be like, okay, we can turn this around in two weeks at a time, and it's so much money that like it's so much risk. It's kind of like, what's your risk reward ratio? Are we going to sink in $300 million into a film that may or may not go? Or are we going to spend $50 million on a TV show that we can
film? If it's a good idea, of course you can. What are you talking about?
Are you in Vancouver by any chance?
No, I'm not. I'm in Toronto.
I was going to see if you had anything to do with the Supernatural TV series.
Oh yeah, no, I'm on the opposite side.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like, because it's like I like the first major part of my career, I worked in TV series. And all I've seen is just growth in TV, like the online. That's like where we see HBO Max, we see Netflix getting bigger. I mean, they've really taken a mass hit lately. Then you see, you know,
Cryptic, really quick. I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to know really quick. I'm getting a DM from someone, and they brought up a good point. Steven C says, and we own HYMC. Really quick. Another thing to point out about AMC and why it's so much different is here you have a CEO who experienced firsthand how close, you know, how uncomfortably close they got to bankruptcy during the pandemic. And now he has made it his priority to go and sort of like uplift these companies that he sees profitability in and say, you know what? I'm going to put some liquidity into that because I believe in them the same way people believed in my company during, you know, tough times. And here he's sort of like paying it forward with the whole HYMC investment. I don't know if you've heard about this, the Hycroft mine in Nevada that was nearly, you know, bankrupt. They were not even operable. Now they're going full commercial grade, commercial scale operations. They've discovered that they have a lot more silver than initially, you know, came back in the numbers. So, I mean, that's another extremely bullish factor.
I can touch on
I don't know any other, my point is I don't know any other theater business where the CEO is going out and sort of like propping up other businesses and totally unrelated and investing with this like war chest of funds from his own investors to make money, you know, like he's literally making the money for the company that we're all invested in whether you're invested in HYMC or not, it's a big deal.
Got a question. Is Regal doing that? Cinemark? No. Absolutely fucking not. They're irrelevant.
He left.
No, I booted him because I got sick of
Listen, let me just say this real quick, if you
Hearing
don't mind me
bullshit.
jumping in. I have a really good investment for you. It's not a rug pull. It's a sound investment. That's AMC Ideas tonight at 7 o'clock with Eric. Just throw that out there.
I
if you
liked
have
the
time.
back and
Love you,
forth a
Tara.
little bit, Spence. Let me do the one. I liked that back and forth because, you know, honestly, it kind of reminds us all and gives us a little, like, makes us all a little more galvanized, a little stronger in, you know, our beliefs and why we're even here. Because sometimes it's easy to kind of get complacent and be like, what am I even doing? Like, question ourselves. And then when you have someone come through, it's kind of like, I can talk smack about my family members, but if someone else does it who's not in my family, like I'm gonna say, oh hell no, like no you didn't. And sometimes like I talk smack about my own investments, and then I'm like, when other people do it though, and they're not even invested, I'm like, first of all, if you don't even have any skin in the game, why do you care?
Right.
Like I'm not going around to other people to like a Tesla call or like a Snapchat call or something, earnings call, and be like, why are you invested in this dying business? Like, what?
I got the tail end of what he was saying, but was he trying to hint at like there's more influence from like TV shows, or was he just saying that? Well,
saying streaming is
yes and no.
better and more cost efficient.
As soon as he said Netflix is growing, I'm like, this dude is such a full of shit shill. Netflix is going downhill so fast, it's not even funny.
Well, I'm glad you gave him enough rope to sort of like show his true color. Right, I got a version of that, but I think it's important to let these guys kind of like out themselves, because why do they care that we're invested in AMC? Like, why does it bother anyone?
I've never seen him before, and he just followed me today. So I'm just like, bro, I work in the film industry, and TV's the way to go. And it's like, actually, freaking a lot of streaming shows suck ass. Like, they really do. You watch like an episode.
Wait until Netflix starts streaming their shows in AMC theaters. Just wait.
That's the point. I can't believe we forgot to say that. AMC is considering 45-day theatrical, or Netflix is considering 45-day theatrical releases for their movies in theaters now, which totally.
Boom. There you go.
YouTube was like, get this dude the fuck out of here, man. I'm like, all my super chats will disappear if I don't listen to the YouTube feed. You know what I'm saying?
But they're going to have to do that. They're going to have to do that in order to keep up with the revenue stream of. No. They're going to have to do that to keep up with the revenue stream of releasing like the big budget movies. If they're going to have those Ryan Reynolds blockbusters or anything else like that, like they're going to need to create a revenue stream other than just your monthly subscriptions that are technically going down based on their last numbers, right? So, you know, you're not going to put it in Redbox, are they?
I've seen 3 Netflix originals in the last 6 months that could have absolutely been in theaters and would have made Netflix 2 times the revenue as much as just their streaming memberships do. Because what's happening right now, the only reason I have Netflix again is because I'm borrowing my sister's account because they considered doing a theatrical release, right?
Everybody's like borrowing people's accounts on Netflix. It's funny. We do the same thing too.
Yeah, that's everybody's like, I'm not paying Netflix if I can share an account.
It's like if your mom has it, like of course you're gonna like, hey, can I like, you know, that's what we do. We don't pay for any of that
Well,
shit.
that's why they were trying to pass these rules so that way you can't use it within like out of area or billing distance. So like you couldn't share it with a family or something like that, or you had to up your account from like the $7 one to, you know, a dual screen one so 2 people can watch at once, or even a family one, so that way multiple IP addresses can use that. But I mean, there are ways around that are.
There totally are, guys. There really
yeah.
are.
The perfect example, Z Werewolf on YouTube just said Bird Box should have been in theaters. I 100% agree. I didn't watch it for a long time because I hate fads and trends, and everybody's like Bird Box on Facebook, and I'm like, yeah, y'all go to hell. I'll never watch it. And then I got wasted one night while I was still in Michigan, and I watched it, and I was like, this is amazing. Bird Box was phenomenal.
Adam Project was okay, but the one with The Rock, what's the name of the that plays Wonder Woman and Ryan Reynolds. Was it the Red or something like that? That one was actually good. I would have liked to see that one in theaters.
Yeah, Get Out, man.
I'm getting the new Adam Sandler one. I mean, I think it's in theaters and on streaming, but I think what we're going to see is, the numbers don't lie. And even the actors are going to start to realize, like, this isn't best for me to have my, it's almost like a downgrade for someone like Adam Sandler. Like, he's a big deal. I think he could have probably made a lot more money. I don't know if you guys saw that new, I don't even know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the 76ers movie that he's like the coach or something.
Yeah, but they're not gonna be able to hang with like Amazon Prime and Apple's budgets, because Apple doesn't even have to blink twice. They're gonna dump $12 billion into their Apple Plus content this next year, and they already have an Oscar under their belt, so they're already gonna have like the weight of going in there that it's gonna be a decent film. And then you have Amazon, which has a shit ton of revenues like coming in from different stuff other than just streaming, and they're only going to be dumping about $7 billion into their projects. But I think they're going to be focusing more on maybe the TV show revenue, so that's why their budget's probably a little bit smaller, would be my guess. But
they're all going to want theatrical releases after they see the success of Netflix theatrical release. And what I think AMC should do, and Adam Aaron should consider doing, how they like have an IMAX branded theater studio, like 1 per theater or 2 per theater? They should have okay, we're going to let you have one of the theater bays as an officially branded Netflix theater promo, like they do IMAX.
That's interesting. I like that idea.
Yeah, so when you walk in and you're seeing a Netflix original in theater, you go into the portion of the Netflix AMC theater, you know what I'm saying? Because there's another movie that should have been in theater. It's called Power Project, and it was oh damn it, I'm having a brain fart. Jamie Foxx. That was a great movie. Totally good movie.
The paywall, though, personally for me, like Onward was or not Onward, but like Mulan, when they released that movie on Disney Plus, and some of the other ones that were pay gated first, and then you can watch it. I mean, I'm fine waiting 45 days to do that.
Yep.
The only way Netflix is probably going to get any sort of thing is if it's going to be like a discounted ticket that you're getting through your Netflix app, but I don't know how they're going to pull that off and then like buy your ticket at a discounted rate because you have a Netflix subscription, and how's that going to work if you're using your family members? So it's like all those stipulations of buying a ticket for that is going to be pretty insane.
Well, here's the thing with Disney Plus. I would have paid $30 to go to a theater and watch the entire Obi-Wan series in one sitting on like a Sunday evening, and then I still would have paid for my Disney Plus subscription to rewatch it and Mandalorian when I'm bored at home.
Mandalorian, and same with Stranger Things, guys, on Netflix. I would have loved like to just go to the theater, something like really extra special. Hey, maybe they'll do like Stranger Things 5 or whatever, on.
I think what you're gonna probably start seeing with them is they may do like their series, but then they're gonna release like the finale as a movie for theatrical release. That's the only thing I could see them keeping it afloat.
Hank, that's yeah.
I hate giving people ideas and stuff for free, but
hey, everybody with their hands up, man, just jump in when you want. We're not like doing Sugar and whoever else is in. Just jump in. What's up, Sugar?
Good, man. How are you?
Probably fell asleep.
What's up, buddy? I think you're breaking up, Shug.
What that guy Cryptic was saying. Hello? Hear me now?
I can hear you. I can barely hear you.
Yeah, he's cutting out really bad, guys.
Okay, so you can hear me now?
There you go. Now I can hear your sexy voice. Oh, you're still cutting out, buddy.
I wish my wife feel the same way, but that's all right.
There you go.
Like he was.
You're in and out, Shug, man.
Am I still cut out?
Yeah.
Hey, let me drop off then. Let me drop off.
All right,
I
brother.
have someone here who wants to say something.
Thank you for the donation.
Oh.
Aw, so sweet.
Yeah.
What a sweetheart.
You rock, kiddo.
She walked away already. She just wanted to play on her time.
Oh yeah, she's dude, my kid, she's just turning she's about to turn 12. I'll be like, "Hey, I got something real important." And she's like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And then just immediately walks away. Like she just doesn't, it's just like, "Okay, see you later." I'm so chopped liver now that my kid's getting ready to turn 12. She's too cool for school now. Okay, where were we?
Spin.
What's up, Vanilla?
My son's 14. He's starting this summer college courses. He's 14 years old. Like, dude.
Oh, 14. I remember those days. Yeah.
Yeah, 14. He'll be 15 July.
Wow.
But start college mathematics and freshman year. I'm so proud, man.
Good for you, man. Doesn't it seem like this year's going by just like insanely fast too?
Insanely fast.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's like talking about, they're like stressed out and blah, blah, blah with the stock market. Come on. We all know what's going down. We've known this for a long fucking time. So it's no surprise to us, but it's a surprise to everybody else. It's so fucking stupid. I just can't get over it, bro. It's like, what the hell? Where have they been?
That's what.
They've not been listening to any of our conversations.
Wall Street wants everybody. Wall Street knows that anybody that's not involved with this movement, when they dump the market crash news on the MSM yesterday and today, they knew they were wanting people to panic sell all their assets. Your 401k that's in the dirt, your stocks that are in the dirt, they want you to sell them as cheap as possible.
Yeah. Dude, it's ridiculous. I got people texting me left and right, like some old friends, like I'm damn near a boomer. I'm like, 50 almost. And I got people older than me texting me, "Hey man, you got any good stock tips?" And I go on a chat with them. And I'm listening to you and I'm listening to this. And I'm on a space call and I'm split 19 different freaking waves. I'm like, dude, I wouldn't buy anything but, AMC, GameStop, or, this company or this company. I got like 4 stocks, man. And that's not a bad thing to do.
Not at all, man.
I work for like some really, really rich people. If you ever heard of Druckenmiller, shorted to British Pound. He gave a speech here in Lost Tree in West Palm, like says it's okay to have a small basket.
Yeah.
Watch that basket very closely, like we do. There's nothing wrong with it. And even Warren Buffett, like, diversify. Really? Okay, that's for losers, in my opinion. No. I'm not going to diversify into a bunch of junk crap. I'm focusing on what I feel is strong in the next few years,
I totally agree with that. And I think that's why Warren Buffett, they say diversify and this and that, because the majority of people that don't follow stocks every day, they want them in their 401ks. 401ks are now nothing but liquidity generators for hedge fund mismanagement. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
Yep.
People don't see that by now. It's ridiculous, bro.
And
it's ridiculous, and people are paying the price.
The only way to take advantage of it, really simple, 401k, super simple, is during market crashes, you go aggressive as possible and buy as much as you can. And then when the market turns back into a bull market and you're starting to see Jim Cramer talking about buying stocks like Netflix, then you draw back your contributions and you literally go very conservative. As soon as you hear Jim Cramer talk about buying stocks heavily at the top, which he always does, conservative, draw back your contributions. Wait for the market crash, buy through the dip as aggressively as possible, which is right now, in my opinion, not financial advice, whatever, fucking dumb. I would be, if I still had a 401k going, I would be maxing my shit out right now as hard as possible. But I would ensure that my 401k is balanced away from energy, because energy is super, super high right now, right? There's no value play in energy going up any further, in my opinion. What I would be doing is I would be getting ready to have my 401k balanced more over to real estate, which is going to start crashing very soon. So if you're buying through the real estate dip and you're buying cheap shares when it recovers, you're going to make out like a freaking bandit.
Well, dude, I moved to Florida 2005, and right before the mortgage crash, I was with the mortgage business. I was right in the front of it, man. And I had no idea what was going on then. I was only 30 something.
Well, look at your 401k.
I forget what that was like. I mean, it was brutal.
I was in Iraq during that time. We literally had no idea what was going on with the market while we were overseas, except that some contractors came over and said, "Hey, man, you guys should start buying these stocks." And we all kind of got into it then when I was like 21 years old. That's when we really started with it. But I'll tell you, anybody that owns a 401k right now, if you never looked at what's in your 401k and you just trust the random money manager that your company's hired, you are losing money. I guarantee it. Yep.
You need to manage your own damn account. Even if it's payment for order flow, you'll be better off.
Well, it's just like, look at your 401k and look what funds they have you invested in. You'll literally see that the fund takes a 12% loss every year, and they'll have you invested in it because they get paid perks to invest you in bad plays.
Nonetheless.
So it's
all right, well, dude, I mean, just the fact that people are texting me, some like old timers and shit like that, you know, that shit is hitting the fan. They're feeling the pain.
Oh, Mark just came in and dropped out real quick. Damn it. I wanted to ask him about the tiger thing.
I'm gonna stay down. I gotta get another beer. Love you guys.
Thanks for coming up, Vanilla Man. Enjoy the beer.
I love you guys.
Beer.
It's a bush latte. Hey Hedge, when does Ape Radio fire up? Fine, I wasn't.
I think it's sleep.
I don't want to talk to you anyways. What's up, MI?
Were you talking to me?
Yeah, when does Ape Radio kick off tonight?
It's 7:30.
What time is it now? Is it
7?
Okay. We'll take I think MI wanted to speak, and then we'll probably shut her down so we can get ready for Ape Radio.
Great radio.
Hey Spence, I just wanted to let you know that Disney Plus is going to be releasing Kenobi in movie theaters, so it is getting a theatrical release.
Are you shitting me?
Nope, they just announced that yesterday.
What? I DM'd Disney and Adam Aaron, and I tweeted, I said, hey, I would pay to watch Kenobi in theaters for a full sitting on a Sunday. Are you shitting me?
Nope. Obi-Wan Kenobi makes Disney Plus history with special theatrical release.
No, I said it should have been a movie. Oh my God, my tits are so jacked right now.
You're welcome.
Tell us, how jacked are your tits, Spence?
Dude.
The room needs to know.
I mean, you're going to have an epic stash like that. I got to give you something.
Oh, I'm going to go to the fucking movie theater, baby.
That means they're jacked.
I hope they make an R2-D2 fucking popcorn bucket, man.
Fuck yeah, man. Dude, that would be dope. The fucking R2-D2, like freaking like popcorn bucket. Oh.
Dude, you just my whole freaking week, man. This is I gotta okay. When I shut the show down, I'm gonna go find my tweet and retweet myself and go, hey everybody, I was fucking right, man. And then I'm gonna post the Obi-Wan in theater, and then I'm gonna tag Adam Aaron and say R2D2 popcorn bucket, man.
Yes, please.
Yes. Oh man. Okay. I don't want to say anything else. The rest of the Soka's coming up, so.
Yeah, he's coming up. Spence is super jacked. I'm sure everybody in the room knows this already, but yeah.
If you've seen the first 3 episodes on Disney Plus, you'll know why my tits are jacked.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
I have been going on for 3 days about how Obi-Wan Kenobi, one of the most beloved characters in all of Star Wars, did not get at least a movie launch. Because if Downton Abbey can get a relaunch movie to launch its TV streaming series, then Obi-Wan Kenobi can get a movie to launch, or a finale in theaters to launch the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. It can do one or the other, but it can even do both, and then it can flesh it out. I've been going on for weeks about this shit. I'm so glad everyone's on the same page, and it seems like Disney's starting to hear the AMC apes and what they want to see in theaters, and they know that there's a market for us.
Well, I've been talking for a long time about AMC and Disney being involved together because Adam Aaron has been tweeting photos of him and Disney executives this entire time. And back on May 25th, I'm gonna tweet this and pin it. They said at CEO Adam, hear me out. The entire Kenobi series played in AMC theaters in one sitting on a weekend-only slot at Disney Plus and at Disney. The theatrical release of an entire series before hitting streaming, I'd pay $20 for a ticket. God, I'm just so right today. Redbox, Disney, everything. Everybody should do everything I say, and all your wildest dreams will come true.
Yes, sir.
I have been doing that. I just do whatever Spence says with my life, and I've just been so much happier because
I email Spence, shit all the time, like, personal questions and stuff, and I take his advice all the time.
I get a laid out schedule as to what I should do, exactly when I should go to the bathroom, and when I should take my
Okay, at Disney, at CEO Adam. Yo, guess what? How about an R2D2 themed popcorn container? Ah!
Dude, I bet they're already working on it.
You know it. Dude, I'm so freaking man.
Do you realize the amount of people that go to get memorabilia for Star Wars? If there is a fucking R2D2 popcorn bucket, people will show up just to buy the bucket.
Fuck yeah, man. I mean, I will go. I will make my husband stop there and buy like 5 buckets.
Those will be the most, like, that is memorabilia that, like, people will be like, wait a minute, you have this limited edition freaking AMC popcorn bucket that has R2D2 and legs and little, like, it's like, yeah, man, they only had them for like a week during this Obi-Wan Kenobi thing. It's like, oh, I didn't even know that. Like, there's so many things that are like very select few people have, and I guarantee you, like, the AMC popcorn bucket will be one of those things in 10 years that Star Wars fans will be like, wait, I've never seen this popcorn bucket. Where do I get that?
And you know what's what's crazy is Jen DM'd the group earlier and said, hey, look what GameStop has. And they had a Mandalorian helmet popcorn maker at GameStop.
I'll buy it, and I can't wait.
That's pretty sick.
I'm going to buy it right now, actually. You know what? Okay, I'm going to buy it right now.
Disney's involved, man. We know it now because I guarantee you they decided to do this because Adam Aaron asked them about doing theatrical releases for their popular... I would seriously go back and pay to watch the entire Mandalorian season 1 and 2 in theaters. And I would pay $25 a ticket to go watch every episode in theater.
Without a doubt, dude. Just the finale of The Mandalorian was one of the best 15, 20 minutes of TV watching I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, yeah.
To see that ending, like, literally every time I mention it, my hair stands up on my arm, and I think of that moment when they reveal him, and I'm like, oh my God, and you don't know who it is, but you're only speculating, and it's like 2 minutes of speculation, and you're like, it's gotta be him, you know? Like, it's so fucking amazing how they pulled that off, you know? Like, I don't know, man. I would go see it in theaters. I still get excited watching it. I still get excited watching Rogue One and knowing that Vader's about to pop into the fucking hallway.
Oh, yeah.
That's
You know what?
nuts, man.
The reason why we could not watch Mandalorian was why? Because the fucking pandemic, man. I remember that.
Tara.
I mean, like, it was all close. I mean, but I would have. We would have freaking went. We would have went to the theaters instead, man, because it deserved that, you know. But unfortunately, you know, it was like 2020, 2021, and, you know, is what it is. But, yeah.
My question is when are we seeing Mace Windu? I know Mace Windu's coming back. They got to bring back Mace Windu. My boy Samuel L. Jackson is still alive, both in real life and in a Star Wars capacity. I need to see my boy Mace.
You know what's funny is they said for Jurassic World Dominion, they said, oh, the original cast from Jurassic Park is coming back. And they said, well, that's funny because Samuel L. Jackson isn't in the movie.
Oh.
If anybody gets that joke.
Yeah, he got eaten.
He got eaten by a dinosaur.
He got his arm ripped off, and then he hold on.
That's right.
Oh, man, I'm so excited. Tara would have loved to hear that because the clown we had in here earlier who was like, oh, yeah, streaming's better and blah, 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 and trying to shill against AMC, he literally said, well, more people are doing streaming. Well, Disney freaking Plus is getting ready to put Obi-Wan in freaking theaters, baby. Oh!
I'm binge watching that entire thing on a weekend just because I can.
Hell yes.
I hope they put it in there right when the finale pops, and they say, just go see the finale in the theaters and watch and binge watch the entire series, and then the fucking you'll be the first to see the finale.
Well, you know what's going to happen now? They're going to realize, man, we can increase our budget on our TV series type content because we know the theatrical release is going to bring in, say, $100 million, right? So they're going to naturally be able to increase their budgets.
If they tell you that Kenobi's finale is going to be there 2 weeks before it hits streaming, you know for a fact that everyone that watched the streaming is going to be like, fuck it, I'm going to the theater because I'm getting my popcorn bucket and I'm watching Darth Vader tear some shit up and I'm watching Obi-Wan fucking fight Darth Vader on the big screen.
Absolutely.
Why wouldn't you want to see it on the big screen? I want to see that shit on the big screen. If Darth Maul comes back, I want to see it on the big screen. If any of these freaking crazy-ass characters come back, I got to see it.
Well, with the breaks in between, too, if it's a series-based and they don't make it all at once, the breaks in between, people can get up, talk, go to the bathroom, get more snacks, and have engagement with other theater fans. You know, that's brilliant.
Completely agree. I'm going to be fucking wasted, though. If they do that, I'm going to be so fucking shithoused at the movie theater, dude.
Drunk at the theater.
I'm going to be drinking the entire thing. I'm going to have a drink every single break and just get hammered.
That's awesome, man.
The force is strong with this one.
Very, very strong force. Yes, I see. Indeed.
Dude, I'm so jacked, man. I posted that tweet about this happening back in May, beginning of May, and the fact that it is happening now. I'm super. I'll tell you what. If AMC Theaters ends up coming out and saying they're doing an Asperger's Awareness Month, I'm gonna be even more jacked. Like it's crazy, man. Yes.
Hey, what awareness month?
Asperger's syndrome, like what Elon Musk has.
Asperger's.
Gotcha.
I DM'd Adam Aaron the day that the Twitter exec was making fun of Elon Musk on the Veritas video. And I said, what if AMC did an Asperger's Awareness Month? And he DM'd me back and he said, thank you for the idea. And then not even 2 weeks after that, Musk started tweeting about popcorn in theaters, man.
Dude, that would be so dope if we did Asperger's awareness at the fucking theater.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I mean, so wait, like Asperger's can actually be a pretty devastating thing, right? It's not just like it's not just super brilliant people like Elon. It's like it can have like a harmful effect and like make you antisocial and stuff like that. So that would be amazing if we could get the theaters to support that, because a lot of kids who don't, or parents who don't feel comfortable bringing their kids out in public because of certain things like that would be like, hey man, like Dad just gave us a month, like bring them to the fucking theater, give them a discount, give them like, kids with Asperger's, get in free or something like that, and then fucking have the parents take care of the rest.
Absolutely. That's it's on a spectrum. It's on the autism spectrum where it makes people extremely not necessarily antisocial, but it's really hard for them to engage in public.
They have a hard time communicating how they're feeling and stuff like that because there's a disconnection type thing, and there's nothing wrong with them per se, and there's nothing wrong. In fact, a lot of them are very, very, very smart individuals, very intelligent human beings. They're just not so intelligent, I guess emotionally, I guess you could say, or connecting so much well with others. But they're very smart people, of course.
Yeah, I mean I think that is like the status quo for genius these days, is that like you're on the spectrum of in some case, because I don't think normal people are geniuses. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can be all things, socially normal and all these, magnificent things and then be like, oh, well, I'm also a super genius at engineering. It's like, no, you don't just get like to be a super genius in engineering. Like God balances it out. Like
it's almost like they're super
the rest of you guys are kind of like socially normal.
Socially normal, sure, but like they're also super focused. Like they can see the bark on the tree and they know it very well. It's gifted, but they're not not dumb at all. Like in fact, some of the smartest people on this planet have Asperger's. So, and I've met some. I met some in college. Something great, brilliant people.
So I teach SPED, so like for special needs, I teach 10 years old to 18. I've actually helped kids like go help job with like job placements after. And one thing that we have done, and I think I've mentioned it here I don't remember if I have, but we do go to the movies for like outings and stuff to like help them. One main thing is like it's social cues. They have a hard time like reading like if somebody's angry or somebody's upset or if somebody's happy, and they have like a hard time regulating their emotions too. So, and it can be very detrimental for like especially a new parent who like just had a kid diagnosed with autism, and he's maybe having a hard time expressing like that he's uncomfortable, so he yells or he gets like a little bit like have that behavior. So they're like, oh, I don't want to take him out. Like what happens if they're like, if they have like a kind of like I hate saying it's like a tantrum kind of.
And they assume it's a behavioral disorder, but it's not.
I've done with autism.
Right. So like what if they have that in the movie theater? It's like, well, that's sometimes like, I think that's great to like let people know that like, they're not like mad at you, or they're not mad. Like something's like, I call it like they have like an itch that they can't scratch. Like you physically see it in them. Like a lot of my students have it. It's like, and they can't tell me like what's wrong. Like they're like maybe their stomach hurts, or maybe they're like, it could be like they broke their finger, or like holy crap, and they like, can't tell me like, fucking broke my hand, man.
Right, and it's a different thing. They have a hard time communicating those feelings, into like sentences, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Because like I said,
definitely
they're very intelligent, but emotionally it's weird. They're kind of like stuck with themselves, and they don't know how to express themselves to us others, even family members, which is crazy, right? It's not crazy.
Yeah, and
for them it's
and
different.
it might be hard. Sorry, and it might be hard for them too. Is one thing is like. Yeah, and people think like, oh, they don't know how I'm feeling, or they don't want, like, dude, they can see like that maybe I'm upset or maybe like I'm mad or like I'm happy, but like they just can't.
Yeah, it could be inverse.
Right. To read that cue of like, oh, you know, so we literally teach that, like that, like expressive, like how is this person feeling? How is this person
feeling? Even if they can read it, they don't know how to respond to it. That's I mean, they know how they should. They know how they should respond to it, but they don't know how to actually respond to it. It's very
taught how to respond to it. That's what I want to say that because I'm a father of a child just exactly like that, and I told you like now he's in the right school. Thank God that we got the money to put him in the right place. And now he's unbelievable intelligence.
That's so amazing.
In the right setting.
Mm-hmm.
He got kicked out of kindergarten, bro.
Yeah, environment.
We got kicked out of Montessori. That's highest.
Well, part of the issue is that they gets misconstrued as a behavioral issue when there's not really necessarily a behavioral issue. It's how they communicate, and so it gets misconstrued. You know, it's a very interesting thing, and it needs So there's nothing wrong with the child. Actually, they don't have actually a behavioral issue. You know, they just are a certain special person that needs certain special needs. You know.
Well, I wonder how close is Asperger's to what is the ratio of Asperger's to autism? I mean, is it like?
So technically, Asperger's isn't a thing anymore. It is like Elon has it, but like nowadays you don't really get diagnosed much with Asperger's. It's just autism spectrum disorder.
Yeah,
and it's about
it's all
just diagnosed with ADD. You know, it's all sort of medicated the same way. If you decide to medicate your child or not, you know, that's a whole another issue or whatever. You know,
environment is super important because we have this bad stigma in America where we think everybody should behave a certain way in education environments when really it's hard to. You might end up stunting the most intelligent person on the planet because our system is set up for a specific standard, which is really, really bad. So
standards
want to be done.
You know, Sugar, can you talk now?
Sure. Man, I see you guys just kicking me out, man. After 2 months, I want to come.
I'll boot
you guys.
What's up, Sugar?
Good. How are you guys?
Nice to hear your voice. How are you?
Good. Just been busy, man. I was just listening to the folks here, talking about my son was in the one of the schools I put him in, he's a bilingual, so he's really having he was having a hard time, and it was a private school too. I thought like they will, but man, they have like 24 kids and 2 teachers, and they told us like few weeks ago, like they can't work on my son, like because they can work on one-to-one kid, and it's you pay them $1,500 a month, $1,600 a month, that you expect a little bit better from like private schools too. I never knew that because I thought but they just like they said in a manner that there are like so many students already waiting to get in that school. Like it's like a business for a lot of these folks. They don't they don't care. They're like, if we start spending one-on-one time, on one kid, then there are a lot of other kids, like we do. But it's like 24 kids and you got 2 teachers and 8 hours. What the fuck you gonna teach them, man? So a lot of these schools, like I understand it's business. But there's some kind of like you got some kind of responsibility too when people are paying you money, and at least you can do. So I'm trying to homeschool my son, like do whatever.
Oh,
like,
you guys are homeschool now. Wow.
Like I mean you can do it's our kids, so do you do
yes,
what's
you do what's best for you and your family, of course. 100%.
I mean you can't rely on schools and all that too. Like they'll some of them. I'm not saying everyone, but a lot of these people, it's a business for them. So they instead of focusing on one when they have 10 more kids already waiting to go in that school. I mean, they don't really care.
Sure, some kids do better, in a classroom setting. Some do better just one-on-one, and each kid is, different, unique. So, I mean, and you as a parent, you get to decide what you think is best for your child, and I applaud you for that.
Is this about Asperger's? I'm lost.
Yeah. So,
well, if anyone's in West Palm Beach, I'm going to tell you right now, absolutely the best school for any child that has autism or any sort of spectrum is Oakstone Academy. They're by far the best. They're incredible.
So we're getting ready. We're coming up on 7:30 pretty quick. I want to close the space down so we can all shoot over to Ape Radio. Is that cool with everybody?
Spence, I want to say something before you guys go.
Absolutely, brother. Go ahead.
So, I think we can all say that, we are getting close. I think Jay Powell gonna, light some fireworks tomorrow, and, we are heading in a right direction. So, don't lose hope. But there is one thing I want to, tell everybody, because there are a lot of people in this community that I honestly care, that I made friends that become like a family. When the time comes, you do what's best for you and your family. Don't listen to any YouTuber, any influencer, anybody. You have your price, make a plan, make a brackets, do what's best for you, your family. Don't get left behind. Because you are the one who's going to pay your bills. Nobody else is going to pay your bills.
Exactly, Chuck. It's your portfolio, not Sugars or Hedges or whoever in this freaking call right now. It's your portfolio. You do what's best for you and your family. Damn straight.
So, with that, I'm sorry I don't get to go because I spend a lot of time with my kids, and, work, it's not that much work. So, got to do, what's best for them, man. But I love all of you, and, thank you.
Before you guys go, if there's any one of you out there with a child that has autism or anything, apply for every grant, everything. Apply for it. I don't give a damn if you think you're going to get it or not. Apply for it. Thank God I got 10 grand every year for my son, and he's excelling beyond imagination.
That's amazing.
Beyond.
That's what those programs are for, man. Don't ever.
Thank God, like it was there for him, and he qualified for it because he met all the criteria, and he's unbelievably intelligent. You have no idea. He could change the world someday. We need more people like that.
I believe it.
I love it. That's beautiful. It's beautiful that you shared that. So, and of course, I'll let anyone that I know, and I do know some people with kids that have kids on the spectrum, maybe not Asperger's and stuff, but I will let them know. So that's amazing.
Absolutely, man. This was such a great space, you guys. Appreciate everybody coming in. We got with the Alzheimer's charity with Hank, and then we talked about Asperger's and autism. Got a lot of good stock information out. The Obi-Wan Kenobi release is apparently going to Cinemax or Cineworld or whatever, Cinemark. But I think what's going to happen is it's going to spread to other theaters because Disney, if they make money on it and it works, they're not just going to limit it to certain theaters. So really good deal. Again, Ape Radio, 7:30. I'm going to go grab some tacos for Taco Tuesday. And
Taco Tuesday, baby. Let's fucking go. Yeah.
More jackness. And I agree with everybody in Sugar, man. We're getting close, you guys. This Ken Griffin on national TV going, oh, man, they're not selling their stock. We have them by the balls, man. That's it. We're winning. And I see it getting better every day. And I'm telling you, just wait for Q2 and everybody's going to be blown away. So Really appreciate everybody coming, man. Really good call.
Excellent call. And thank you so much for, giving me the opportunity, Spence, to co-host. And by the way, congrats to your 6K followers, everybody.
It'll be down to 5998 tomorrow again.
Let's not check this. Come on. No.
Twitter's
Spencer,
like
6,003. You're good.
Twitter's like, we can't let this dude be popular, man.
Right. No, Spence is a shit. So if you guys aren't following him, please follow him. He's an amazing guy. I follow him. I mean, he told me I had to. So
only follow me if you like me and you're real.
No, I fucking love Spence. He is smart. He's a shit. So follow this guy. Follow this motherfucker. So.
And I have a really nice mustache. So mustache till mo ass.
Hot stash, guys.
See you guys on Ape Radio later.
Let's fucking go, baby. Ape Radio.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. And Sue Ray, thank you for moderating the chat. Really appreciate it, brother. And I'm looking forward to see what happens with this Obi-Wan Kenobi release in theaters. Q2 is going to be awesome. We already see the numbers coming out. We got multiple catalysts coming out, including GameStop stock dividend split, popcorn in retail grocery stores, AMC branded credit card, which could make over $500 million annually a year just based on the 4 million AMC investors, which we have 30 to 40 million people attend the theaters normally. So anyways, you guys have a really good Taco Tuesday. Froggy Stonks out.